Big Mama's on the mic, let's roll this ride. Betty's got the vibe, bringing that sweet collide. Sean's spinning dials, making magic here. Broadcasting on a bus where the fun is clear. Rise and grind, let the morning show shine. 7 to 10, we're rocking the time. Tuesday to Friday, feel the beat align. Big Mama and Betty with a one-of-a-kind design.
I would need auto-tune there. I could never do that without it.
I like it.
Hit snooze twice, but you're tuning in still. Catch the banter hot like a coffee refill. Sean's in the back with the radio glow. Power in the party on this bus and show. Let's go. Wheels on the road, laughter on the air. This crew keeps rolling like they just don't care. Big Mama got jokes, Betty got sass. Sweet morning energy, nothing's gonna surpass. Rise and grind, let the morning show shine. 7 to 10, we're rocking the time. Tuesday to Friday, feel the beat aligned. Big Mama and Betty with a one-of-a-kind design.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 8, 2025. We've got a lot to discuss today on the show. Well, let me tell you what it is today on this beautiful Thursday morning. We'll have a slight delay with 3 men and a lady. And I think we'll have to send the link again. Today is No Socks Day, and I'm rocking that. By the way, this is the first time I read it and said, make sure you don't wear socks to my head. Because understand, when I'm writing this, I'm not wearing any socks.
Yeah.
I'm in my pajamas still.
Right. You're in your skivvies.
Right. It's whenever I sleep in, use your imagination.
Or don't. Whatever.
It's ovarian. It's World Ovarian Cancer Day, International Thalassemia Day. Don't know what that is. World Red Cross Day, Student Nurse Day, Have a Coke Day, and Coconut Cream Pie Day.
Ooh.
Have a Coke Day.
And a
I
smile.
thought that was Christmas.
Why?
You know that Coke created Christmas.
Coke created Christmas.
Are you talking about the polar bears?
Right. Coke created Christmas.
There's some truth to that. They're not the whole religious side of it, but they're the ones that glorified it.
Sure.
Have a Coke and a smile.
Telling you.
Tell Bill I said to have a Coke and a smile and shut the F up. Enrique Iglesias turns 50 today. Melissa Gilbert will celebrate her 61st birthday. Rocker Alex Van Halen, 72.
He's old.
Gary Glitter, 81 today. Captain Les Tony Tennille is 85 today. And Sir David Attenborough celebrates his 99th birthday today.
Beautiful.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know, but happy birthday.
Right. Your name is Sir, therefore you must be important.
That's right.
We're going to talk air traffic control this morning. We'll also talk about Trump yanking Bacon, his nomination for Surgeon General. We'll talk about that. Also, the judge warns the Trump administration on something. More importantly, I want to tell you right now, and I want to get right to it. Let's talk about the miracle drug that performed another miracle.
That was Ozempic again?
Boom.
Holy cow.
Really?
So listen to this.
Pretty soon it's going to be the only drug we need.
Semaglutide, same thing.
Semaglutide.
Same thing. A Fort Myers woman says semaglutide medication allowed her to become pregnant.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Okay.
Right here out of Southwest Florida.
It's fair. Maybe she was whoop, and then she's
Right.
and got lucky.
Maybe.
That
Absolutely. If you over obesity does cause infertility in both
Yeah.
men and women.
Yeah, cause
Right.
ovarian cyst syndrome, too.
The journey to parenthood is not always an easy one. Hundreds of thousands of couples across the world experience fertility issues, but now there may be new hope for them.
Nice.
Marcela Romero of Fort Myers says she and her husband tried to conceive naturally for years. I didn't know if it was going to happen, she said. After seeing fertility specialist, Romero and her husband decided that in vitro fertilization, IVF, would be their final attempt. I was like, we're going to try it, but if it doesn't happen, it is what it is, she said. But before starting IVF treatments, Romero discovered that she was pre-diabetic.
Oh, yeah.
Her doctor put on medications in hopes of getting that under control first before putting her body through the ringer of IVF, which can cause a lot of side effects. Well, lo and behold, I started taking Mounjaro. Mounjaro?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
For my diabetes, and then a month later, after like a month and a half, I was pregnant. Yes, it was insane, said Romero.
Wow.
Mounjaro, the medication Romero took to treat her diabetes, is what she believes allowed her to get pregnant. I was like, well, no kidding. Everybody's going to get pregnant on Mounjaro, said Romero. Her story is becoming more common. Thousands of women have taken social media claiming semaglutide medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro can not only treat diabetes but help with weight loss, but also help them get pregnant too.
Really?
The babies born from it are now being called Ozempic babies. The questions, are you an Ozempic baby?
Oh, Champagne. I'm never hungry. The baby's born. He never eats.
Nothing.
He's good.
The question now is whether these medications could be used as an alternative to fertility treatments. I wouldn't put all my eggs, no pun intended, in one basket, said Dr. Sue Hook, a nurse practitioner with Samaritan Health and Wellness. Hook believes that main contributor to women... Jesus?
Is that you?
Hook believes that the main contributor to women becoming pregnant while taking semaglutide medications is the weight loss they experience.
Mm-hmm.
We know that being overweight and morbid obesity decreases fertility, said Hook. Hook also stresses that these drugs are not benign and can cause side effects. I hope people are not taking this and thinking, oh, this is the new fertility push, because it may not be, she said. Hook recommends only taking these medications if you actually need them and after speaking with your healthcare provider. Romero is hoping that her story and thousands of others like hers can inspire more research on whether or not these drugs can help aspiring parents. I'm excited to see how it can help people who can't afford IVF, if one of them is, said Romero. So I'm up in the air on this. As somebody who struggled with infertility, and Finn is born from IVF, and I love IVF MD and everything they've done for us, and I would never steer somebody away from finding an answer.
Right.
If you can't conceive, go find the answer at the very least, because even the beginning process will tell you what the issue is. It's whether or not it's her eggs or your sperm or a combination thereof, or just bad luck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just the consultation is worth it. I tell everybody that, because 1 in 8 of us struggle with infertility. 1 in 8. That means right now, if you go to work and there's 30 people in the office, you got to understand that possibly almost 4 of them are struggling with infertility. 4 of them might not. A lot of people don't find out because they're not into having a family.
Right.
They don't want to have a family.
Right.
And so they never find out. But here's my other side of this. So I love this. So if this works and people can get pregnant by getting on this, I'm all about it. Here's my issue, and it's in the headline when I wrote it. Miracle drug performs another miracle. The world has lost their blinders, or they have blinders on. Let me put that back. They've put their blinders on.
Yeah.
And I don't get it, because when the world was offered a shot to get past COVID,
Yeah.
nobody wanted that jab. There's a guy right now in the political world who annoys me, and I've recently blocked on social media, who's always like, is he going to be anti-jab? I'm like, bro, we are so past that.
Yeah.
Like, we are past that.
Yes.
Right.
It's not even an issue anymore, except for you barking about
I
it
say
all
every
day
time
long.
you talk about it, just makes you look stupid.
Right. We're way past that.
Like nobody cares.
But at the same time, are we straight past that? Because it didn't work. Let's say, and I'm just going to say this, you follow a conspiracy rabbit hole when it comes to the COVID shot, the COVID vaccines, okay? And you go down this thing. There were so many different conspiracies. They're trying to microchip us. They're trying to slow down this or do this.
Change
or
our DNA.
to change our DNA. You don't need this in your body. Why? It has no backing on it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So the world rebuked it, and they kicked it back, and they were like, we don't want it. I was one of them. I
Yeah.
don't have that vaccine and don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I'm cool. God created. I always say this, and I've said it before. God gave me everything I need, and what God didn't give me, the military jammed in my body without my knowledge. So we're good. But now they say, well, are you tired of being overweight? And you've always wanted that magic pill. I know anybody that's overweight has wanted that magic pill. So guess what we have? We don't have a magic pill, but we got a magic shot.
Yeah.
Want to take it?
Yeah.
So you take it.
Yeah.
And you lose weight and you're stoked.
Right.
Except for not everybody now is on it. So they start with diabetics, right? And then they tell you that that's how they figured it out, right?
Right. You were diabetic and
right.
then you lost weight.
Right. And they're like, oh my God, I lost 400 pounds on this as a diabetic. What?
And then
I want right.
Then
so
the diet clinic
right.
said, "Oh, wait a minute,
Right.
we could use it as an alternative."
Now they've remodified it.
Yeah.
That anybody who, by the way, took vaccines that you don't surely, I'm just gonna say it. If you took the HPV vaccine, there's a good chance you struggle with infertility. I'm telling you. Go
Yeah.
look at the research. You don't have to believe me. Go on to TikTok. Go do your own research on it.
There's a lot of things.
But this is a vaccine that is that has its pros but a lot of cons, and that's the issue with vaccines.
Right.
Okay. And so now they're like, well, let's put something in this that reverses that, and anybody can get pregnant. We can get them all pregnant. Oh, these people.
I don't think that's how it happened.
And now people are jamming that. Now it's going to be, next thing you know, it's going to be like, if you take this, you'll be able to know shit you never knew before.
I'll definitely take it.
Right. It's going to become like that. What was that show? Did you ever watch that show?
Make you psychic.
Did you ever watch the show where they took the pill? You ever watch that show? I'm talking to, what is his name?
Sean.
Yeah. Just like,
And he's not looking.
Right. You ever watch, what's that show? He takes a pill. It's Limitless.
Limitless, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he knew everything in the world.
Yes.
They claim there's a real one of those. Everybody is. Every year somebody's claiming they made one.
Okay. Let's
year.
say the pill. All right. Guys, understand the movies, I believe, are written by time travelers.
Yeah.
What is this movie showing you? That they created something
That'll make you,
that makes you better.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted it.
I like it.
I'm just telling you, I love
do
this.
it.
And if it works, it's great. And by the way, it would be hard for me to say, I'm like, yeah, give me the, I would almost take Ozempic, even if I don't even know if I need it. Just give it to me.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, the Ozempic thing can work sometimes, but not all the time. So, like, for example, like, you would still have to go to IVF and figure out, like, if I'm the one that has the infertility problem because of my weight, and then I take the Ozempic, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't have, a
month and a half ain't very long.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome anymore.
I think you only start to lose weight after like the second month.
Yeah, you got to wait for a while. Don't
Right.
you?
It doesn't happen right away.
Yeah. And even the little bit weight that you lose is not, like, very obvious.
Now, now your appetite suppressant does start.
Yes.
So your appetite suppressed.
Like 2 weeks in.
So right. So maybe 2 weeks in, she was like, "Nah, I don't want those ho-hos at night no more."
Yeah.
Like, we don't know the background.
Right. So then you stop, or maybe start eating healthier. Maybe there is that she was
Well, they're
becoming
going
diabetic.
listen. When you're trying to conceive and you're struggling with infertility, I just want to say this is what you do. Everything. I'm talking about timed sex. And if just so you timed sex, what you eat, you're watching every diet, every calorie, what you're putting in your body, what time you're putting it in your body, how
Yeah.
much water you're drinking. Are you drinking enough water? Like,
Stand on your head.
right,
do
you're
everything.
watching everything.
Yeah.
Right. Not taking medications that dry up your your fluids. Like there's you. I don't want to get into this.
Okay.
An antihistamine will affect your fluids during sexy time.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that.
And it'll affect man or woman. It doesn't matter. It affects your fluids 100%. If it's going to dry up your mucus, it's going to dry up everything, and that's what it does. But a doctor told me this. A doctor showed me that this is all the things I've done on the radio over the years that I've learned. But
they stole my logo.
But that's the deal now. So I'm just saying it would be hard for me not to take it because I see. I mean, even my dad's on it, and my dad's so anti-jab.
Yeah.
He never got the vaccine. They tried to give him that old shot. Like, you're old, so we've got like 3 vaccines in one, and we're going to jam them all in your body. And my dad was like, pass.
No.
I'll
I'm
take them
good.
individually, and I'll decide if I want them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that.
Right.
Don't
By the
call
way,
me.
I don't like anything that's infused.
Mm-mm.
Right? Yeah, I don't need you to give me 3 shots in one. I don't want that. Give me all 3
Yeah.
separately if I need them. But that's just a miracle drug. So if you're struggling with infertility, look into it. I think it's a great thing. I worry about how easy America absorbed the ability to take a shot.
Yeah.
And is anybody that was like my dad, who was
But there's
I've-
benefits with it. That's why. Like the other ones, they're like, oh, you're gonna have a stroke and you're gonna have like blood clots, and you're
well,
like,
the benefit was you wouldn't get COVID.
that's not
Yeah.
even true. They didn't even market that part because that didn't even work.
All
So
right, but-
then I'm looking
but
at
that
it.
was
like,
what
that's
it
the
was.
part
whatever.
they marketed.
That's
Yeah.
the part
Yeah,
they
that's
marketed.
they claimed.
They
So-
claimed it,
and
but
it
it
didn't
wasn't
work.
real. Yeah.
So what did it do?
So you're just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna.
What
waste
did
my
it
time.
do?
Nada. Just cause problems
Well, then why would America push it into your body if they knew it was ineffective?
because they needed attention. I don't know. Like this is stupid.
Because there was something else in it.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, like I didn't take it because I didn't see the benefit to it. I was like, I already had COVID and I'm
By the way,
fine.
I don't think the government's in on this at all.
I was like, whatever.
and the whole jab thing, I don't think it's the government.
What'd you
Oh,
think
this
of
is
pharmacy?
big
You
big
think it's
business.
aliens?
Yeah.
It's big
Yeah, that's what I
business,
think.
bro. Big business runs this
They
country.
need to make some money.
If I donate $10 million to your PAC, you better damn sure do what I tell you to do.
So to me, that's not. But now you tell me Ozempic,
There
and now
you
I
go. This
see,
one. Oh.
I see people like losing like 50, 60 pounds. I'm like, okay, that works. There's something
Well,
happening there.
Have you thought about trying it?
Yeah. Well, I'm pre-diabetic anyway, so
So
I could
get
definitely do it. Yeah, I could do it.
Do it.
He did it. He lost like
Oh, you did it?
he used to be
Yeah,
like
I'm
230
diabetic.
pounds.
I'm on Ozempic now. I haven't taken it anymore.
You lost how much?
He used to be like 230. Now he's like what 170.
Yeah, I'm down to 175 ish.
Yeah.
All right.
It worked for him, and he's diabetic, so it helped him with his diabetes too. So,
All right. Same for my dad.
so
My
it was like
dad,
2-2.
as he got older, he got diabetes, and
Yeah.
and they put him on it. And
For the long term, it messes with your digestion, so that's why I kind of take breaks from it and stuff like that. So
It does slow down your digestion to the point where you're like literally like paralyzed stomach.
yeah, mine stopped for a couple weeks. And
paralyzed
you know,
stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Well,
was.
what's
not
that mean?
Paralyzed stomach. Everything below your stomach just stops working for a little bit, and nothing comes out.
Yeah,
And then you
he had to go to the hospital for that, and
Yeah.
they're like, shake him up, wake him up.
Is
They
that
gave me-
is that a common?
Yes.
I won't say
Pass.
it's common, but they
Pass.
know it.
I'm not ever getting a catheter unless I'm dead ass asleep.
No, they
And-
didn't give me no catheter.
All right.
They gave me those bottles of fluid that you take before your colonoscopy that like make everything come out
to
immediately.
flush.
Right.
Yeah,
So I spent a couple days in the bathroom.
yeah, but he
Nah.
like literally stopped for like what was it, like almost like 3 weeks, like barely nothing,
No,
like
it
a
wasn't
rabbit.
3 weeks. You're getting crazy.
Okay,
It was
I don't know.
about almost 2. I was at
Does
the
it
doctor.
affect the way
I was at
alcohol
doctor's
feels
by the
because
end
you're a
too.
drinker? Does it change the way your like alcohol hits your body?
No,
No. As you lost weight, did your tolerance go
my
way
tolerance has
down?
been ridiculous since I was a kid.
All right,
So
all right.
I can't. You
As
can't
I
really
lost
say that.
weight, I was like, "Ooh, I can't drink as much as I used to." Ooh, gotta make it
Cheaper bill.
Right. So did you hear about the Cape Coral
Why
Police
do we
investigation?
have words on our screen that says limit pill?
Oh, that's nice. Why didn't you tell me that happened?
I just saw it right now. Weren't you?
I was googling for that ad, and it got on there somehow. It
Okay.
happens.
Just checking.
Yeah.
It happens.
Limitless
yes.
pill.
Yeah, so Ozempic semaglutide slows down digestion.
Wow.
It does this by increasing the number of hormone called glucagon. Glucagon. If it sounds like Klingon, it's bad, and I'm out. It even rhymes with Klingon. It's not good for you.
The Cape Coral Police Department announced its investigation in an attempted abduction that was reported on Wednesday. According to the Cape Coral Police Department, a juvenile said he left his mom's home to ride his bike to his bus stop at approximately 7:30 a.m. He told police that he sat down at the bench at Northeast 41st Street and Andalusia Boulevard when a black SUV coming southbound on Andalusia Boulevard pulled up next to him with 2 men inside. He reported that the passenger opened the door and lunged at him, but he was able to get back on his bike and go home. According to police, the men were described as white or Hispanic, around 30 years old. The driver reportedly was wearing a graphic T-shirt, and the passenger was wearing a puffy black jacket and ripped jeans. Damn, he got that close.
Right?
Police said the SUV possibly had front-end damage as well. Anyone with information on the incident can contact the Cape Coral Police Department at 239-574-3223 or email ccpdtips@capecoral.gov.
Dios.
This says Bonita's on fire. Have you heard anything about that?
No. But I want to talk about this, and then we'll
Okay.
go to that, you ADD
Okay.
having crazy squirrel.
Squirrel.
Now we know who the squirreler
Yeah.
is. It's anybody who sits over there, just so you know.
Yeah.
Anybody who sits on that side of the board squirrels their ass off since the day we started this show.
Yeah. They get into their bubble.
So this is something that's got Sarah on tilt.
What?
This attempted abduction.
Oh.
It's got her on tilt.
Yeah.
Like there was a black truck with tinted windows that turned on our street last night
Mm-hmm.
and stopped just past my driveway and just stopped while Finn was outside playing.
What?
And Sarah was out there. And Sarah's a mama bear, so she comes and gets me and she was like, "Get out here. You expecting somebody?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What's going on?" And then she's telling me as we go out this story.
Oh
And I'm just looking at this black truck, and she was like, "Take a picture." I was like, "I'm not taking a picture. I don't have my phone. It's inside." And then I'm watching, and then it slowly starts to pull away. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go get my phone."
Yeah.
And then it was doing some kind of call. I was looking for an address, I think. It pulled down like 5 houses and parked in somebody's driveway. Maybe they just parked down there so that I would go inside and forget about them. But it was a tense situation. And I think this is made us on alert. Like our kids play outside.
Mm-hmm.
And
The world is getting weird. Like
Right.
super weird.
I don't get it.
And it's
Crazy.
a lot. It's a lot, especially when you have little kids, you know? It's too much.
watch them. Just stay alert of your kids. That's all I'm saying. And these bus stops are crazy, man.
Watch
There's a guy
everybody.
around the corner. Watch it right around your corner from your house. I see him every morning.
Mm-hmm.
It won't say, depending on what time I get here. I think sometimes it's before the bus stop, sometimes it's after the bus stop.
Uh-huh.
But he walks his kids to the bus, and he sits there with them. And I stopped one day and I said, "Man, I love that you sit with your kids and keep them safe, man. I think it's so important." I said, "So many parents don't get that, man. So have a great day." He was like, "Cool," and I just rolled off. It may have been creepy.
Yeah, he's like, "You're the reason I sit here, you
Yeah.
weirdo."
Whatever, it don't matter to me.
You-
I think it's important.
People like you.
I
gotta
think
do this.
great, fantastic. If I keep them doing it, fantastic. Because I have even driving here in
Yeah.
the Cape, have seen these kids on the edge of the road
Yeah.
where they shouldn't be, where
Yes.
accidents happen, and someone's life changes because they accidentally.
We don't have bus stops or we don't have like areas where our
Yeah,
kids
I thought we
are-
fixed that already.
We're not. Like, it's seriously not. Like,
Man,
there's one
we
over
have
to
got
Bob's.
to. Like, I don't understand why that's not been fixed. It got pushed to the back burner, and then you
Well, they
have.
put the picnic tables out there for a little while. Those
Well, the
seem to
picnic
They rotted.
tables weren't the
disappear.
school. That was people who
benches.
volunteered to do that. Like,
Yeah.
Was it?
people raised money
Yeah.
and put those out there and then chained them up, and the homeowner was supposed to agree to upkeep it. The problem with a picnic bench is in the outdoors of Florida, you're getting 1 year out of it.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not going to last more than a year. That's why they're only $150 at the store.
And the other thing is they're soaking wet in the morning. The kids don't want to be on them because they're
Right.
wet.
And so what happens is, and this was awesome, the Rotary of Cape Coral went out and put in some solid benches.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. They're at some bus stops, they're not at other. And
Right.
when I brought this up to school district, they were fluid.
Fluid.
Yeah, we can't just, sometimes we have more. No, the bus stops should be where the bus stops are. The city bus doesn't change their bus stop because the population got smaller or bigger. That bus stop is there for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cool.
So it's just hard. It's something but I'm not going to get into that because I'm not running for school board. That's
That's
somebody
right.
else's
Another
argument.
ball lightning one.
Have you seen this? Did we talk about this? Did you show me
Yeah.
this?
Yes.
This
This
is
is a new
crazy
one.
as shit ever.
This is a new one though.
Is it fake though?
I think it is, but that's new perspective on it.
Is there water on the ground there?
Doesn't look like it.
It does look like it.
That
You
one's
think that
on
looks like
Texas.
water?
That one's Texas.
Yeah.
These
What
both
would you do if you saw that for real?
I wouldn't just stand there taking videos of it. I tell you that for sure.
That's how you get electrocuted.
Yeah, look, is that another one? No, that's a light. That's a light.
Yeah. That's
Why
what-
is,
Why
he,
is
why
he-
is he looking over here when it's over there?
Right.
See, it's suspicious. I mean, one, it just rolls up on him all heavy, hot and heavy.
This is like the third one, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think it's an effect that they're sharing, a video effect they're putting in. It is cool the way it's lighting the cars up there. They're doing a good job, but it looked like it stayed over there a little bit too.
But did it make the car alarms go off on this one?
It
No.
didn't appear to. And I mean, tell me, you're this close to this thing and you're not walking away. I mean, now it look like you come at him, he's just gonna stand there still.
Or he's like, hey, look at that, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
look at that. Oh, there's some
right.
smoke.
I don't know.
I don't need to keep my eyes on that. It's no.
I do
no
like
danger
these,
here.
but I tell you what, I love these hoax virals conspiracies. They're fun. And then somebody comes out one day and says, "This is so fake." What do the comments say?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go look at the comments.
I always say, "Let's look at the comments." What does the comments say? Oh,
there's a
that's-
lot
Thanks
of
for your
them.
information.
Ah,
and
crap.
refusing
Well, you lost that story. It's
Yeah,
gone.
It's gone.
U.S. experiences 1,000 air traffic control failures each week because of ancient equipment. 1,000?
I'm not even I'm not even gonna try. Mm-mm.
Right, I'll drive.
1,000. Are you kidding me? Chances are pretty high you're gonna die.
Air traffic controllers are facing about 1,000 equipment failures per
Yeah.
week, and more are expected without a serious overhaul of the ancient system. A former FAA official and several airline industry insiders told the New York Post the revelation follows the 90-second radar comms and blackout for controllers overseeing Newark Liberty International Airport, which resulted in a cascade of cancellations and delays that had lasted more than a week. A fried piece of copper wire caused the April 28th outage. Following the incident, 5 FAA workers in the Philadelphia-based control center took federal trauma leave for up to 45 days, according to CNN. Trauma leave. Did you hear that the pilot of the helicopter was told to turn back?
No.
Yeah, that and didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I heard that audio. I thought you would hear that on TikTok already. I can't believe you haven't known about that. Usually when I
No.
say this, you're like, yeah, I know, dummy. That was like, well, that was weeks ago.
I took a break. I took a break from TikTok for I don't know.
12 minutes?
Just about.
Maybe 11.
Joe Biden claimed it took him so long to drop out of the 2024 presidential race because he was being successful in office.
Oh god.
The former president also said there would have been no difference if he had withdrawn sooner, implying that Kamala Harris would have lost anyway. When asked why he did not end his 2024 campaign earlier, he told BBC Radio 4's Today's program, "I don't think it would have mattered. It's a question lots of people ask you, Mr. President. Did you leave it too late? Should you have withdrawn earlier, given someone else a bigger chance? We left at a time when we had a good candidate." Biden said to Harris in an interview with the editor yesterday, she was fully funded, and what happened was what we had to set out to do, no one thought we could do, Biden said. We had to become successful in our agenda. It was hard to say, I'm going to stop now.
What? He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Right, just reading his quotes is like, where's...
I feel like I have a brain fart.
Who's letting him still talk to
I
people?
quit when I quit.
Yeah. I did what I did.
They're letting him talk to people still just
She
to
was
wind us
good.
up.
She was good. She
I mean,
was
everybody knows he's
good.
nuts.
She was so good.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Was I
All
there?
right.
You know, like come on.
President
Yeah.
Trump yanked his nomination, Nezawat, to be the next U.S. Surgeon General, opting instead to elevate someone with impeccable Maha credentials. One day before the nominee was scheduled to appear for confirmation hearings, I'm pleased to announce that Dr. Casey Means will be nominated as our next Surgeon General of the United States of America.
Oh.
I got you, y'all. We're looking at her. I got this person.
Did you hear that he just gave $1.4 billion to Western North Carolina, where the Biden administration had done the $750 and then you had to apply and all that stuff to get $750 for your house being destroyed? He just they just signed it off, $1.4 billion to West North Carolina for rebuilding.
Oh,
That's cool.
That is cool. I love that.
But they
That's
haven't put it on
awesome.
the news though. They don't put it.
No,
on
they
the
don't
news.
put that on the news. It's pro-Trump stuff.
Yeah. So North Carolina's getting back in the swing
It's the
of things.
problem. You know what's funny is I don't want to ever even talk about the news or the headlines.
Yeah.
But if you
Right.
don't hear it from me, just like the story you just heard, the Biden story, that was written by somebody who is a liberal. I can tell by reading it. They want to make it seem like he's coherent. Even reading the story, though, makes it sound like he's babbling.
Right.
I think they released those on purpose just to get everybody wound up because everybody knows he's not. He's not sane anymore. So who's letting him talk to people? Somebody that wants to get everybody wound up. That's the
Who's
only
letting
way.
him talk to people? I don't know. That's a
Right?
good
A
question.
federal judge has warned the Trump administration that deporting migrants to Libya would violate existing court orders. The warning came after reports the Laotian, Vietnamese, and Filipino migrants were facing imminent removal via military aircraft without being given written notice or a chance to challenge their deportation, especially to a country like Libya, known for mistreating of migrants. U.S. District Judge Brian Murphy reaffirmed a previous injunction that bars deportations to third countries without due process and issued a clarification to order to reinforce the court's stance. Plaintiffs claimed that at least 2 detainees have been verbally informed of upcoming deportations to Libya and Saudi Arabia, prompting an emergency legal request. The judge sided with the plaintiffs, emphasizing any such deportation would blatantly defy the court's prior ruling. Listen, yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm going to tell you why.
Mhm.
We got to 100% give a due process for people if we're going to send them to places like Libya or
Cuba.
China, Cuba.
Sounds
That's
cute.
a good. That's use that one as a Florida reference. You don't want to be somebody who just gets sent to Cuba, especially
No.
if you're a Cuban who got out
Right.
Oh,
you're
Right.
That's even worse.
or anything else. If you're like Cuba, hey, I got like 8 criminals.
Mm.
I give you $10 million to take these 8 criminals.
What?
I'm in. They send them on over.
Bring 'em.
So we just send them.
Yeah.
We have to not let it has to be legit, or that happens,
Yeah.
or worse yet, Sean, say something one more time to me. I will have your ass living in Iraq. You will be deported. People
Right.
will think you
Right.
and no one will ever find you again.
But
Call
it's-
the news.
I ain't scared.
Call the news.
I ain't
You'll be
scared.
in
Do it.
Iraq, gone.
Do it.
No one's
Do
ever.
it.
You won't be able to
Quit
call.
talking
You
your
know why
trash.
you ain't
Let's
gonna be
make
able to
it
call the
happen.
news? Because I'm dropping you in the middle of like that's it.
If you go to Cuba, we put all our prisoners on nice diets. They don't need Ozempic.
Right.
Like it's
Well,
gonna
that's
be
what I'm
great.
saying. Like
It's gonna be
Cuba's
great.
gonna lock him up and not
Yeah.
because hey, look, take this guy. I got $1 million going.
Yeah.
Take him to hold him because you can deport anybody. We've got to have process. I'm all about getting rid of all illegals, and I'm all about getting rid of anybody who commits crime. If you commit crime, look, I love the Alcatraz idea, but you're not dropping me in Cuba
No.
because you're pissed at me about something. That's what I'm worried about. You can't give that ultimate power to anybody
No.
because if it
I could handle it.
Unless it's
responsibly.
Bernie Sanders. He loves Cuba. Bernie can go to
I don't-
Cuba. He loves it.
He
right.
can get his free education.
He's always saying like how great it is and how
Cuba's a great place.
yeah, and then there's free health care, education. Send him over there.
What you can't do is just worry about Cuba all the time.
He'd be a good communist over there.
You got to, whenever you want to do a Bernie Sanders impersonation, you have to act like you're one of those mannequins.
It helps if you have those mittens too.
What does 2000? By the way, if you are you paying attention to the Pope deal? Oh, let's talk about this. There's a
Pope
fire
deal.
burning. I do know there's a fire in Benita. It's actually a little bit past Benita and near a high school. I know
That's
that
the first I heard about
it's
it.
been burning,
Down south of Winthrop.
but that was
Circle,
yesterday. So hopefully they got it under
Yeah.
control now.
Oh,
15 hours ago.
A long time. Are you watching the Pope?
I saw the black smoke yesterday. So I guess black smoke means they haven't decided, right? They just burned up.
Yep. The first day of conclave to select a new pope has ended without a new pope. Black smoke billowed out of the Sistine Chapel at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on May 7th, indicating that a 2/3 majority had not been reached to select a replacement for Pope Francis, who died April 21st at the age of 88. The first day of conclave ended without a new appointment isn't uncommon. There is no deadline for the voting, while Pope Francis was selected in just one day. The longest election, that of Pope Gregory X in 1271, took just shy of 3 years. Now, I heard something the other day. I don't know. Ask what Pope.
If the smoke
What
comes
pope
out,
will this be? What number pope will the next pope be?
I heard that if the smoke comes out orange, that means Donald Trump's the pope.
It's funny you bring that up. What happens next? The first ballots were cast, but let me break it down. This is all Eastern time at 1:45 this morning. This is May 8th, right?
267.
267th pope. You've only had 47 presidents.
Wow. Wait, but don't popes aren't they there for like a really long ass time, like till they die?
Till they die.
So how is that possible?
Because it's been around. I just told you
Well, they're
about the
usually very
pope
old when they get
from
elected to be
1271.
Yeah. but
1271.
They ain't electing 15-year-olds to be pope. They're 50, 60-year-old men. So they get a term of
Yeah,
what,
but they
20
live till like
years,
they're
30 years?
90 in royalty, basically.
Around 45,000 people were gathered in the St. Peter's Square to await the announcement on Wednesday, reported the Vatican News. We don't know how much what goes on inside the chapel walls, as voting cardinals are sequestered from the outside world and sworn to vow of secrecy under the penalty of excommunication. Even stuff within the building, such as medical personnel, liturgical assistants, domestic workers, must take the oath. We do know voting will now continue into May 8th today, and for as many days as they need. So what is going on today? At 1:45, the cardinals head to the palace, the official pope's residence. 2:15, the day begins with mass at 3:15. This is all stuff that's already happened. Let's get right to what we got coming up next. The Cardinals return to Santa Marta for lunch. Right now, they're at lunch. At 9:45 a.m., they return to the palace. Voting resumes in the Sistine Chapel at 10:30 this morning. At 11:30, if white smoke appears, it is expected after 5:30 p.m. local time. Otherwise, we can expect the day to wrap up with the white or black smoke around 7 p.m. Voting and at 1:30 p.m. So there you go. So we will find out today at 1, I guess.
What do you think our next pope's gonna be, like Swedish or like
American.
this one was from? There's not gonna be an American pope. That'll never happen
Yeah, it doesn't
Tell me
seem
why.
like it.
because they don't like Americans.
No, that's not what it is. America can't
I
have
don't
that
know.
much power.
No, it's like
They won't give the church would never give America that much power.
yeah. The last pope was from Argentina. The one before that was I don't know. They're like from like little like towns.
I want someone to be like from somewhere crazy, like the Pope of Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
What about Jamaican pope? That'd be cool.
Jamaica. Hey, I
That'd
am
be
the
cool.
Pope, man.
That would be cool.
Hey, man, we're all here to celebrate. Who wants to smoke it?
I like it.
You're right about the orange smoke, by the way. Orange smoke, Donald Trump just bought the Sistine Chapel. That's what it means.
Did he really?
I have a list of all the different color smokes. A lot of people just think there's two colors.
Yeah.
But what you don't know is that they have the ability to make that smoke any color they want because there's a lot of things they can signal. Black smoke signals the coming of Sistine Chapel, means the Vatican conclave has failed to elect a new pope.
Yeah.
When you see white smoke, a new pope has been selected, right?
Right.
But what if it's pink smoke? The new pope is fabulous, and there's going to be a musical about it.
Are we talking about in Fortnite?
If there's green smoke,
Okay.
they accidentally elected Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Or Loki.
By the way, if there's blue smoke, it's a boy. Wait, wrong kind of it. Gold smoke, the church just found another missing Da Vinci.
Ooh.
Purple smoke, Prince.
Oh yes.
Right.
That's just rainbow smoke. Hey. Orange smoke, I already told you about. Gray smoke, still deciding. Also, someone left incense on the radiator. Black and white stripe smoke, they elected a referee to mediate internal debates. Red smoke, emergency. Someone left the communion wine too close to the stove. Neon green smoke is Vatican hacked by gamers. There it is. There you go. And yellow smoke is minions have infiltrated the clergy.
Uh-oh.
Banana.
Oh, I didn't see the crimson. Plaid, Scotland sent a bishop, and he bought fashion.
Did you? If you go to my Facebook, I want to show you a story that I saw this morning.
You saw a story this morning?
Yes, and I think that it was very interesting.
All right.
And it's about Ohio people.
We don't need to talk about that.
Going to
This one?
No.
That one looks
it's
like
a
an amazing story.
Well, keep going. There we go. Check
Oh,
this out.
I got this. I got
Oh, is
this.
it-
Oh no, I got this. Hold on. Let me give you the story. Yeah, I got this. I got this. This is great. Where is this? Is this the video? Is there a video?
Yeah, it's a whole video.
Oh, there's a video.
Yes, of the actual like cop interacting with this lady. There she is.
All right. Yeah. Give us this video. I just want the video.
Go ahead, John.
You want to hear the audio or no?
Yes. there's-
As what?
The cop was cracking up.
Meth pipe.
You gotta be-
He's playing with a meth
Hello?
pipe right now. No, don't reach
Oh
for
my
it.
God,
That's
you
evidence
were
now.
at.
Oh, I don't want him to have
Well,
that.
I don't want
that's
him to
why
have a
I'm
meth
gonna do
pipe.
it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay, you're on Arlington. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across
Uh,
the aisle.
What?
A few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's smoking meth in.
Okay.
The raccoon pulls out
play
another
with her
one, by
meth
the way.
pipe.
This is in Springfield Township, Ohio.
Yeah.
This is where they eat cats and dogs.
He's got another one.
All right. Enough fun and games.
Give us the meth pipe, raccoon.
How many do you have?
Oh,
3?
There.
Oh,
Yeah, he's on his way here.
keep an eye. She was trying to take the meth pipe out of the car. Just keep an eye on her real quick.
Then they have another lady who's arrested, who was the owner of the vehicle.
Oh, that's not even her vehicle.
All right. Well, your raccoon gave you away.
No.
Yeah,
I swear to God, it's not mine. You can test me.
ma'am. It was in the driver's seat. The raccoon literally was playing with it. It's in the driver. It was in the driver's seat. It was in a sheets bag in the driver's
A
seat.
sheets bag.
In the driver's seat. Yes. So
A
you are
sheets
being
bag?
you are
mean-
being charged.
Wait a minute. Is it a pink bag?
No. It's a red sheets bag. So you
Yeah,
are
red
being
bag,
you
red
are
bag.
you are formally being charged
Oh
with this.
my God! You know what? That's not even mine. I swear to God.
It's in the car.
I know, because my friend, I gave Dino a ride last night.
So now let me ask you this.
That's what
This
I'm
is this is
doing.
this is
Oh my God.
this is where honesty comes into play. So I'm going to read you Miranda, okay? Because now I have paraphernalia, and as soon as that raccoon comes out, I'm searching top to bottom of your car.
That's fine.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. You have the right to
Why
talk
is
to
their
your
audio
lawyer and
so
have him or
horrible?
her present.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
it's
pretty bad.
one-sided. We're getting
If
mono
you
and
cannot afford to
stereo.
hire a
You're not
lawyer,
getting
will
mono,
be
you
appointed
get right
to
channel
represent
only.
you for any
Yeah.
question upon your request.
Mono
You
would
can
be
decide
great
to
right now.
exercise these rights at any time and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've just read
I
to
do,
you?
sir.
Okay. Is there anything else in this car I need to know about?
Listen, I don't know.
Because this is strike one.
Okay, let me tell you.
Don't talk to the raccoon.
The raccoon lies.
Stupid.
Just for the record, it's not her meth.
It's yeah.
Go back to that video.
Yeah. It's,
Go back to that video. Go back to this video.
Her
I want to
son-
watch this video one more time.
her son gave somebody
No,
a ride.
not his either.
Supposedly.
No. All right, let's get to this
Yeah,
video
gotta
one
go
more
back
time. I
here.
want to look at it one more time. It's going to come up right. Isn't that story? All right, we don't want her story.
Yeah, somehow we
You gotta
got
go
past
back to
it. We
my
gotta go
main-
back.
Close out of there. Go back to there. You go. Click on that. Because it just goes to the next stories. Raccoon with meth pipe.
So, check this out. The raccoon finds his meth pipe, right? Let's look into this.
Okay.
All right.
Full investigation right
All
now.
right, let's do this. Let's Captain Obvious. Meth crackhead. Crackhead meth head. Crackhead meth head. Purple shirt.
Mhm.
Crack.
Yeah, but look
Head.
inside
But
the
she
car.
Tries
Grandma.
to go in and get them because they're her meth pipes.
Probably.
She's like, I don't want him to get him. I'm just smoking meth. Oh, crackhead. Now, fast forward to the person that got into the police car.
That's her daughter.
That's her daughter?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, mama smoking
All
meth.
right.
Daughter smoking
She
meth.
ain't never touched meth in her life. Look at this woman.
She
I,
fat. Is that why?
she
She got a muffin problem. not a meth
Right.
problem.
she just tolerates mom's shit, but she don't want mom to go to jail. So she's like, she probably snitched mom out after this video.
Yeah.
But the beginning is way better. But come on. The first one looks like somebody who smokes meth. This one looks like somebody who eats Twinkies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So she's gonna blame it on her son's friend that took a ride because she ain't gonna squeal on her mom. Stupid raccoon.
Victoria Vidal was initially detained for an active warrant and a suspended license. That's why she was in the car. Upon returning to her vehicle, officers discovered her pet raccoon named Chewy sitting in the driver's seat with a glass methamphetamine pipe in his mouth. The unusual sight prompted a thorough search of the vehicle, leading to the discovery of a substantial quantity of methamphetamine, crack cocaine, and 3 used glass meth pipes. Vidal was subsequently charged with multiple drug offenses and handed over to authorities in Cuyahoga Falls due to her outstanding warrant. Fortunately, Chewy was unharmed, and officials confirmed that Vidal possessed the necessary permits to keep the raccoon as a pet. The Springfield Township Police Department remarked on the oddity, stating, "While our officers are trained to expect the unexpected, finding a raccoon holding a meth pipe is a first."
He's looking like he's smoking it here. He had to seen that many times to even try to do it like that.
Man, y'all, it's not mine, it's the raccoon's, man. The raccoon's got a problem.
He's got a problem.
You know what it's been costing me, man?
It looks like he's got a Twinkie problem, too. Look at the size of him. He's a big old ball.
You know what happens when I don't get my raccoon his meth, man? He gets vicious. I'm at the mercy of the pet.
I gotta give him his crack cocaine.
Right.
I got a question. How do you get a pet raccoon? Like, can I just like
it's
grab
not
one from a
easy.
dumpster, or like what? How does it work?
We're not looking. We're not looking into it.
Come here, bitch. You're mad now. No, I got one. I got one. Come on, let's go.
I got me a raccoon.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Find the video of the guy who fell 21 feet at a Pirates game. So the new video has emerged showing how 20-year-old Kevin Markwood went over a railing and fell 21 feet at a Pittsburgh Pirates game last week.
What?
Markwood's family says he's been making miraculous recovery. Look, this is, I can only imagine what this is going to be like.
New video showing what happened when a man fell more than 20 feet from the stands at PNC Park last week. This video is from a fan who was sitting behind Kevin Markwood. You can see he jumped into the air, apparently celebrating a play. And as he came down, his abdomen hit the railing. He flipped over, falling down onto the warning track below. Well, it comes as we're learning Markwood is making steps toward recovery. Family members say he took his first steps since the accident. He remains in the hospital with a broken neck, collarbone, and back.
They're gonna end up putting a freaking fence around it. Watch.
I never even saw it. I'm a little shocked.
Yeah.
Like he had a broken back and broken. He got his ass whooped when he fell 21 feet. Ooh, it hurts my body. But they're saying he's walking. It's a miracle. Like that's good for him. I'm glad he's walking.
Right? Betty wants a small zoo, Sean.
She does.
She wants to keep it at your place,
monkey
Chris.
and a raccoon and a chinchilla.
You can
I
be
seen
the
a
zoo
possum
tender over
outside
there.
the other day.
We don't want one of those. They're just big rats.
Yeah.
You know they're marsupials,
Yeah. And
Right.
they have their babies. They walk around with their babies on their back.
right?
Which I
And
thought
then
was
now they put them in
cool.
their pouch.
They don't have pouches
They
in
do.
their belly.
They do.
They do.
Yes.
Like a
Yes.
kangaroo. Nah.
Yes. Our parcel. Right. Here we go.
Female possums have pouches where they carry their young after birth.
I can get one of those out of the garbage too.
What?
She won't go get you a piece of jewelry out of the garbage, but she go bring home a couple of pets.
She can't get into the garbage can. It's fine. It's more of a concept than an actual plan.
Yes, I can.
So, a woman in England sued her company after a coworker took online personality test for her, and that was supposed to tell you which Star Wars character you were. The
Yeah.
coworker announced to everyone that she was a Darth Vader. The woman quit and sued and just won $40K.
Wait, what?
So there was like a thing, which Star Wars character are you? Let's
Yeah.
put Betty in.
Yeah.
Betty is a it comes out. Oh, you're Darth Vader, bitch. Ah, that's who you are.
Uh-huh.
I quit. Suing you for $40,000.
I can do that?
Right.
You want to try to see what character I am?
A woman in England just won a big settlement after one of her coworkers compared her to Darth Vader. Lorna Rook was working as a supervisor at a blood donation center in 2021 when a handful of people on her team took an online personality test for fun. It was a Myers-Briggs test with Star Wars theme, the type of jokey thing that you might see on BuzzFeed. It was supposed to tell you which Star Wars character you were. She was on the phone and wasn't around to take her to the test herself, so one of her coworkers answered the questions for her. And they announced to everyone that Lorna had a Vader-like personality. The test actually spun it in a good way. It said that being a Darth Vader meant you were a very focused individual that could bring teams together, but Lorna said it made her feel unpopular at work. She quit the next month and filed a lawsuit.
It's not like they called her Boba Fett or anything
Right.
like that, for God's sake.
Right.
It's
No one
like-
called you Jabba the Hutt,
Yeah,
girl.
Jabba the Hutt. Yeah,
All
come
right.
on now. That's what I
Uh,
was thinking about.
but what if like she came to work and they were every day and they were all like,
Dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And they're annoying.
Force, young warrior.
Look, I am your
Right.
father.
I am. Come work with me, and we will rule the dark side.
Yeah.
I mean, I would quit because they're annoying, but not because I'm offended. You know, it's like you're
Right, I
just-
worked 14 years and can't even give a bag of coffee on the way out. She got 40 grand for me.
40
cut.
grand.
You know how many times I was called Darth Vader?
You
They
know,
called me much things.
people call me Betty Boop all the time. She's got a big
No,
old head.
crap,
I'm
it
gonna
is
go ahead and
both
sue
out.
people that call me Betty Boop.
What'd you say to me?
What? I've heard.
Right. The problem with
Giant
suing
head.
people, you got to sue somebody who's actually got money.
Right.
Damn it!
You sue somebody who ain't got no money, you just get in line with everybody else who's already sued them.
Everybody's broke. I know.
After a 13, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I
I'm
need
s-
rich people to.
I'm
insult
starting
me.
a JBIB fund.
What's that?
It's really important. I think everybody should contribute. You know, there's a lot of funds that you can start out in the world, and we talk financial funds. Sorry that we missed yesterday, Tommy. There's so many different funds, but JBIB fund is something that I think a lot of people should start. At least after I'm done with completing my goal, I would
Okay.
encourage everybody to do it. But the JBIB fund is a just because I'm broke fund. And if you donate to it, it's a
Yeah.
great tax write off.
Right.
And it goes to a great charity called Useless DJs. No, I'm just kidding. Kentucky Boy's sweet gesture leads to $4,200 lollipop order. Did I tell you about the 8-year-old Liam who ordered 70,000 dum dums?
Yeah.
Yeah, $4,200.
Wow.
So, want to move to Scotland?
What's in Scotland besides alcohol?
What if I gave you a business for free? Would you move to Scotland?
Is it making like those skirts that they wear, the kilts?
I'm going to give you.
It's cold in Scotland. It'd have to be a pretty good business.
Everybody's a redhead there.
All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fit in.
Because they're frozen.
Right. Redheads.
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
I'd be
Richard Irvine, a
exotic.
65-year-old entrepreneur, is offering his fish smoking business,
Oh, yeah,
the
no
Colin
way.
Say Smokery, free of charge to a suitable candidate willing to relocate to the remote Scottish island of Colonsay. Established in 2022, the Smokery produces premium smoked salmon and has become a staple in the local community.
That's fishy.
Irvine's initiative aims to attract younger residents to the island, which currently has a population of just 125 and a local school enrollment of only 4 pupils.
Really?
He hopes that by transferring ownership of the business, he can help sustain the island's economy and community service. The offer has garnered international attention, which inquiries from as far as the Caribbean to the United States. Irvine plans to provide 3 months of mentorship to the new owner to ensure a smooth transition. His ultimate goal is to see the business continue to thrive while contributing to the revitalization of Colonsay's community.
Really? I would do it.
5 minutes of fish stank and I'm out. I'd be dry even.
I do it. I'll send my son over there.
Yeah. Okay.
No. This is where you take your whole family and relocate and
Yeah.
reset.
That's what we do. We go over there, and then
Right.
he could take over the business. He'll have a business, and then
Right.
he likes fish.
And you'll have 125 people to work technology with.
Right there you go.
Has anybody got a computer
Call
here?
center.
Anybody?
Call center.
Any one of you 125 people have one?
Both of you? Okay.
Carl Center. There you go.
Yeah, I'm in.
What do you do when you are in Rome?
You eat pizza.
You try to climb over a spiked fence at the Rome's Colosseum.
Uh-oh.
What happens when you do that? you get impaled.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, the man was reportedly dangling from the fence for over 20 minutes, screaming in pain before emergency workers freed him. The emergency worker. What'd you do, bro? you were trying to climb the fence? How'd that work out?
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk back to my office, and I'm gonna use the landline to call 911. I think it's important that we use a landline. I don't want to lose signal. I'll be back about 15, 20 minutes.
I'm gonna just leave my phone here recording.
Hey.
I'll be right back.
I wonder if the lions, he would be eaten by lions. That wouldn't have happened in the original days.
The incident has raised concerns about the tourist safety and respect for historical landmarks. Authorities are reminding visitors to adhere to safety guidelines and respect barriers put in place to protect both individuals and ancient structures. The event adds to a series of incidents involving tourists disregarding safety measures at historical sites. That sounds very AI. Officials are considering increased security and clear signage to prevent similar occurrences in the future.
Because it's their fault.
The Colosseum,
probably not there. Probably not in Rome, but in America it would be their fault.
The Colosseum is almost as bad as going carnival. Like you get, like your subway's gonna die. What?
I want to see, but I want to do it with just Sarah. I don't want to take the kids.
Yeah.
I want to test the theory that my buddy has. If you go and find one of the big ships and book a cabin, the bigger carnival ships, it's different than the smaller ships.
Sure.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I have trouble believing it too.
Yeah. Maybe you can get that 40 grand misdirection thing from your friend.
So let's say you guys move out because you're going to sell your house, right?
Yeah.
And somebody squats
Yeah.
in your house that's vacant. What do you do?
Oh, I move right back in and make them miserable.
Call the pest control company.
Bam! In a bold move to reclaim his Southside Chicago property, homeowner Marco Valaquez moved in with the alleged squatters and her boyfriend, Cardaro, after they refused to vacate the premises. Valaquez discovered the couple occupying his home when his realtor brought a potential buyer to the property. The pair presented a mortgage document to police asserting ownership. However, Cook County records showed up so no such mortgage on file. Due to Illinois laws requiring a civil court process for eviction, police were unable to remove the occupants immediately. Determined to assert his rights, Valaquez, along with his wife and friends, spent the night in the living room while the couple stayed in the bedroom. The next day, the alleged squatters demanded $8,000 to leave, but ultimately agreed to a $4,300 cash for keys deal. The incident has sparked discussions about proposed legislation.
No, bro. No, I'm staying. And by the way,
this is so much simpler.
$4,300. I'll tell you what.
I'm staying.
I'll tell you what. You can get out, or we'll start doing some things to you that you wish you never had done to you. This is my house. You think I don't know how to hide in this house, bro? I know everything about this house.
We're going to do jump scares.
$4,300 was nice of them.
Just randomly jump scares.
Yeah, but it costs less than that to have your whole house tented and fumigated.
Right. That's true.
There's people inside. I don't care. Do it anyway.
I told him get out. You told him get out.
I hope you're cool
Run the
with.
gas.
I hope you're cool with my trash raccoons and possums, because we're gonna be partying up
Right.
here.
At that point, I'm gonna go find all my friends really like big yard dogs.
I want all the dogs. I want all the pets. I want to have my mini farm in the living room.
I don't care if I have to rebuild it at that point. I'm winning.
Care.
Right.
You trash it or I do. I'm gonna have more fun.
$4,300 will go to new floors. I'm not giving it to you.
I'm gonna have a great time.
Right. $4,300. I'll put new floors in this whole apartment. Let's roll.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm going to take my Ozempic so I don't even have to eat. And then I'm going to be taking my ADD medication. I'll be up all night.
Bitch,
and
I'm cooking liver and onions every night. Every night I'm cooking liver. Everybody knows what liver smells like. It's horrendous.
It's going to be it. And then I'm going to have a Cuban party, which is basically an all-nighter.
Oh, did I lose my snake in your bed?
We're
My
in.
bad. My bad.
We're in. I'm good.
Do you have the one friend you could send there and act like it's you that would drive them crazy and would be way more fun than you doing it yourself?
Oh, yeah.
I do too.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that was with us on Cinco de Mayo.
You bring him along and there you go.
Just drop him off. Act like you're me, dude. Take over the house.
I've got one that's far worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, we can bring Davy. Captain Davy.
Reptile Ready for this? 98 iguana eggs removed from a single yard in Florida.
No thanks. I'm good.
Reptile experts in Florida may have set a new Miami area record after extracting 98 iguana eggs from one yard in Palmetto Bay. Michael Ronquillo, owner of Humane Iguana Control, said that his team responded to the homeowner report of burrowing iguanas. Upon investigation, they discovered 3 female iguanas had nested in connected tunnels, each laying their own clutch of eggs. We removed 98 eggs, said Ronquillo.
98.
It's the most we've ever taken from one site, and we haven't found any record of a higher number in the area. Classified as an invasive species in Florida, iguanas can cause structural damage and pose health risks.
98 iguanas. You know how many freaking iguanas in a tree that would be? That's almost 100 iguanas hanging from one tree in my backyard. No thank
The
you.
team emphasized the importance of removal on social media. Nothing that has prevented a potential infestation and protected the neighborhood. The homeowner, initially shocked by the number of eggs, was ultimately grateful for the team's success.
Yeah, they poop real bad.
Have you get iguanas out here?
Yeah, we get them.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
They stay out of our yard because of dogs. For the most
They like
part,
to
but
eat my
they're all
dog's
next
poop.
doors.
They come and they eat the dog poop.
Has the dog ever got one?
No, but the dog has
they
rolled
chase
around
them.
and it stank and it was gross. After they roll around in iguana
Yeah.
poop, trust me, you like the dog is just unusable for like 5 to 6 hours, even
Yourself a
after a
little
bath.
pellet gun. Get yourself a little pellet gun to sit out there on your back patio.
No, as long as I run
Pow.
out, they run. They
Pow.
run and they jump in the
Pow.
water.
Pow.
The dogs have a great time running out and then they just jump into the water and they swim across and go to somebody else's yard. That's how it works.
Bear opens unlocked vehicle door, roots around for food. A home security camera in Colorado caught a hungry bear in the act, opening the door of an unlocked car and climbing inside the scavenger for snacks. That's the number one thing I've always heard bears do.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Right. Don't leave. When you go to Tennessee, the first thing is, hey, don't leave any food in the car. Nothing. Like you go and get a candy bar,
Yeah.
they'll rip your car. If they can get in, they'll get in for a candy bar.
To be fair, I would too.
Mother convicted for all right, so remember the 24-year-old mother from Sweden that cracked the egg on her daughter's forehead in a TikTok prank video?
Yeah.
You remember it?
And everybody made a big deal about it.
Yeah, 24-year-old mother from Helsingborg, Sweden. Helsingborg, Sweden was convicted of harassment after cracking an egg on her young daughter's forehead for a TikTok prank video.
Oh, please.
The incident was part of a viral trend in 2023 where parents filmed themselves surprising their children by breaking eggs on their heads,
Yeah.
often without the kids finding it funny. In this case, the woman told her daughter they would bake an apple cake together, but instead they shocked the girl by cracking an egg on her head while recording. The daughter, clearly upset, said it hurt and asked her mom to stop. The video gained around 100,000 views on TikTok before a viewer reported it to authorities. Prosecutor Cecilia Anderson called the act incredibly degrading, emphasizing the child's excitement and innocence before being humiliated online. Despite the mother arguing it was a harmless TikTok trend, the Hellsberg District Court disagreed and found her guilty. She was fined $2,070, which will be paid to her daughter.
Really? Jeez. They're so stupid. You know, have you seen the TikTok trend where women have, and I think you should try this with Sarah. So the man sits on a stool and you put a bottle on your head and then she grabs a belt and she's
No, we're not doing that
blindfolded.
shit. No, she's trying to get me to that already. No.
She's-
Hell no. Hell
I mean, Betty doesn't
no.
have the coordination, but I think Sarah.
Hell no.
But then you have to trust. You say, I trust my wife. And then she just swings the, you know, and then, yeah, sometimes
Well,
the bottle
shit.
comes off.
I know
the
one
head.
thing, Betty. My wife isn't currently in the room.
Uh-huh.
And since your husband is currently in the room,
Yeah.
let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. You
Who's
show
got
me
a belt?
Show me. I got you.
Sarah's just down the road.
I
She
got
just
you.
swings
Right.
by.
I got you. Do you want it? It's a good leather
We
one,
gotta
too.
see.
I got a good fat leather belt made just for something like this.
Oh, we could put the bell on his head.
Right.
And then you say, I
You,
trust
do you
my
trust
wife.
her? Sean, do you trust her?
I
We're not even
trust.
talking about this one.
Be
My
so
wife.
viral.
I can't balance anything in my head. It's too perfectly
Right.
rounded.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do got to take a break. I got to take a break. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a little bit of dumb and detained, and then we'll try to get Coach Bob on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get him on as well. So it's all still to come right here on Big Mama Radio. Stand by.
Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream. Need your trees trimmed? Call 239-888-6817 on Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Broadcasting live from the W.B. Williamson Brothers Studio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Need a seawall or dock? Call 1-844-WB-BILL.
I'm Lizzo.
Hey, this is TSO. Turn it up loud.
Can you dance to my beat?
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Can you dance to my
They
beat?
say Southwest Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroup.llc.com.
Need a dock or a seawall? Call 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocs.com. I'm Jimmy Williamson with WB Williamson Brothers. WB represents the fourth generation of a tradition that began with our grandfather in 1967. It's a tradition of building the strongest seawalls and docks in the industry. So strong that our seawalls come with a lifetime warranty. A lifetime warranty. For the strongest seawalls and docks money can buy, call WB Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocs.com.
Ready to transform your backyard into a stunning oasis? Custom Pools by Design is your local expert in crafting breathtaking outdoor spaces. Proudly serving from Punta Gorda to Bonita Springs, we're more than just a pool builder. We're artists in creating luxury in-ground custom pools. This spring, partner with us for a chance to win a free Pebble Brilliance glass bead interior upgrade. Our unique mix of half glass, half petal, and concrete offers a sparkle that sets your pool apart. But there's more. Stand a chance to win a Pebble Tech color upgrade or a dazzling double shot abalone shell additive for that extra shine when the sun hits. With the highest amount of Pebble Tech interiors and Hayward pool equipment products installed, we offer top tier quality at great prices. Visit our showroom at 3744 Iron Bridge Boulevard in Fort Myers or explore the possibilities at custompoolsbydesign.com or give us a call at 239-573-4439.
Dive into dreams where the waters shine. Custom pools by design. So divine.
Hey, Southwest Florida, are you tired of daydreaming about that perfect backyard oasis? Well, wake up and smell the sunscreen because Custom Pools by Design is here to turn your pool dreams into a splastastic reality. From picturesque Punta Gorda to breathtaking Bonita Springs, we've got the Sunshine State covered like SPF on a summer day. Our in-ground custom pools are like the MVPs of backyard beauty. And don't forget to ask about the exclusive marble decking. And guess what? We've got spas that are hotter than a jalapeno in the Florida sun. Soothing bubbles, anyone? Here at Custom Pools by Design, we're not just building pools, we're crafting outdoor masterpieces. We'll work with you to create a backyard wonderland that even your neighbors will want an invite to. What sets us apart? The exclusive use of Pebble Tech pool interiors. Custom Pools by Design, family owned and operated for 20 plus years. And don't forget to check us out online at custompoolsbydesign.com. Swing by our showroom at 1007 Southeast 12th Court in Cape Coral. Call Custom Pools by Design at 239-573-4439 and dive into the details. Custom Pools by Design, where your backyard dreams take the ultimate plunge. Let's make a splash, Southwest Florida. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this amazing day. I'm looking to see if I have it. I don't see it. I gotta go get it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this amazing. Yeah, all right, we're good now. I don't want him to be all hurt. Then he won't call back in. Good morning, everybody. We were waiting the arrival of Coach Bob that will kick into 3 men and a lady. And if you have any kind of issues in your relationships, go ahead and get your questions ready to drop into the comments or slide them on into big at bigmamaradio.com or into one of our DMs, and we'll get it on, if not this week, next week. Things every man should be able to do. Are you ready for this one? Here we go. Let's see him. Let's find out right now, out of Sean and I, which one of us could do more of the things on this list. Are you ready, Sean? All right, here we go. Number one on the list, cook a decent meal. Not just eggs and toast, but something that impresses.
Yep.
You can cook.
Both of us get a check. Let's find out right now, out of Sean and I. All right, here we go. Number 2. Change a tire.
Yeah.
Are you ready? All right, here we go. Tie a proper tie.
Yeah.
Not just eggs and toast, but something that impresses.
But can you do it on somebody else?
Yeah.
That's the.
I just did it on my son. He brought me one of my ties and goes, tie this on me. I was like, you want to wear it? You want to wear it? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, come here. It was fun for me. First time ever doing it with Finn, and it was a cool moment. All right, let's just keep it rolling. Before basic home repairs like fix a leaky faucet, patch a wall, change a light fixture.
Yeah, so. I can do a lot of them. I choose not to do many of them.
It only took 4 months to put up a light in the kitchen.
I did the light. I did the
You're
light.
not getting it.
I did the light in the kitchen, but I was concerned I was going to get electrocuted because there's an issue.
I have no fear now because the last guy that come over and installed outlet showed me the process and how it works because he was a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
So he was like, I like making money off you, but I'm going to show you how to save every time you want me to put a new outlet in. This is how you do it.
Stop calling me.
Right. Stop. Right.
I did the light in the kitchen.
But you know what? I'm not. I'll give it a check because I'll be honest. Because if I do, like every time there's a storm going out, I have an outlet switched out on my outside, right? Instead of me, I don't know. It just needs 2. I don't know why I don't have 2 there. I keep trying to explain that, but it doesn't get across. But for running the house on a generator, you know what? I'm not.
Yeah.
Right. That outlet's on the outside of my house, not the inside of my house. My board, it's on the outside.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Are we not on the screen?
Defend yourself. Basic self-defense and situational awareness. It just needs 2. I don't know why. Can you defend yourself, Sean? I keep trying to explain that, but that's what every man would. There's no man in the world that doesn't say yes. Give a firm handshake. Outlet's on the outside of my house. I'm shaking your hand. I don't know how firm it is.
I don't want to hurt you.
Hold a meaningful conversation, not just small talk.
No.
Basic self-defense and situational awareness.
You talking about me or him?
You.
Defend yourself, Sean. She said you, but she was looking at me.
Right.
So
I didn't think either one of us got that.
Right.
No.
Right. I can hold a meaningful conversation and engage in discussion.
No.
Being able to and not wanting to are different things.
What would you like to discuss right now? Something meaningful that I can engage in a
She's
conversation.
baiting you in and you're taking it, man.
No. I just feel like you just don't want to talk to me.
No.
Talk to me about something personal.
See? Nobody wants to do that.
I want to see you cry a little.
Apologize sincerely.
No. That doesn't happen.
That is me. I do.
I just feel like
She taught me that, so that's how I know how to do it. Express emotions healthy.
talk to me about something personal. No.
Nobody wants to do that.
I'm gonna say no for neither of you. I want to see you cry a little.
What the hell does that mean?
It's ours, man.
No. There's nothing.
Right? Some people are sad, like they're always the criers or the whiners or the ones that are always soft and emotional, right?
You guys are ready to fight
I'm the
every time you
opposite.
get
She
insulted.
she wanted to turn us into her girlfriend.
What the hell does that mean? Guys, you know what's funny is this is the sad part, and I want everyone, and some people don't ever realize this. I've been on the radio my entire life, basically. 35 years I've been on the radio. Before that, I was a radio kid, all right, that got... Oh, God, I don't want to say this. You know what's funny? They got 45s brought home from his stepdad and would play them as loud as possible into stereo. And then when I decided I liked what he did, I had headphones and yada, 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 right? I've had headphones all my life. So I naturally talk loud. I'm a loud talker.
No kidding.
I'm a loud talker no matter what. If we're just having a conversation right now with you right now, I'm a loud talker. Some people take that as yelling. So when I go, well, listen what I have to tell you. He would be better if that person was a better coach. When you say something like that, it sounds a little aggressive.
A little?
But what I'm really saying is the coach sucked. But I couldn't say that to your face because that would have been bad. So I was trying.
You took the slightly less aggressive, more offensive
I took the
move.
passive aggressive. I like passive aggressiveness. I think it's just better that way.
That was sidestep.
All right.
No, it was not sidestep. I said straight to your face. If you were a better coach, it'd be
See, look at you. It's aggressive.
Maybe I was aggressive.
See?
Because that would have been bad. Hi.
So
I was trying. I'm Jesse Jones.
I took
the passive
I
aggressive.
am an
I like passive aggressiveness. I think it's just better that way.
Shocking.
Sidestep.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Shocking.
I'm not. I have a big heart. I have a big soul.
I'm not saying that you do, but I'm just saying that you don't. I'm just saying that you're aggressive. You're both aggressive.
Stand up for yourself and others, knowing when to speak up and when to walk away. Now, hold up.
Yeah.
You just wanted to be a soft little whiny baby the last one. Now you want me to say something. So which one is? This is written by a woman.
Just say it when I say you can say it.
Heart. I have a big soul.
That's how that
See?
works. I'm just saying that you
Know
don't.
how to
I'm just
break
saying
the
that
bad
you're
news
you're
with
both
empathy and tact. Up for yourself.
No.
Good.
Sean's very direct.
Right. Hey.
Yeah, this just went down.
be a soft little
I'll be like, well, you know why that happened to you? Because you were being stupid.
They're like, geez, thanks.
This is written by a woman.
Just say it when I say
Well, if
it.
they didn't, if they wanted to know why,
Bruh.
they shouldn't have asked me. That's just how it works.
I call it being the bad guy, and to me, it's a turn thing.
Yeah,
A turn.
Turn thing.
like it's your turn.
Who was the bad guy last? Who's the bad guy last?
Is it you?
And then, right.
Well,
Damn,
if
it's
they
my
didn't,
turn.
if they
I
wanted
gotta go out there and I gotta read the bad news because I was the bad guy. I wasn't the bad guy last. Being the bad guy. I think you should share that
They're hearing
responsibility.
feedback. I think it's because of the Zoom call.
It's a turn thing.
And I can hear it really low in my head.
Turn thing.
Like it's your turn.
Who's the bad guy last?
The only thing I do is close
Who's
it
the
until
bad guy
Bob gets here, or
Or-
turn it down
And
as
then-
board.
Right. It's muted. It's my turn. I gotta go out there and I gotta read the bad news because I was the I'm bad muted guy. I on wasn't this the bad end.
Oh,
guy last. Being the bad guy. I think you should share. I'm 100% muted.
Feedback. I think
Yeah,
it's
you
because
mute
of
the
the Zoom
speaker
call.
here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Better.
Hello.
That's how deaf I am.
Yeah.
I'm quiet in my
I heard
ears.
nothing what you guys are talking
Me
about.
neither.
Right.
I didn't hear it at all.
I remember
we had
back
to turn
in-
it back on when Bob comes.
When I first started in radio, they would ask me to get involved in help tuning the radio stations.
Yeah.
They'll never ask that again.
Right.
Nah.
Handle a crisis calmly.
Yeah,
No.
I'm pretty good to that.
Nope, not me. I'll take an X there.
Everybody may be mad at me
Get
when
in
it's
the
over,
car.
but
The
I'll
house
be
is-
calm about
we
it.
gotta go. We gotta go.
Right. Just start
There's
screaming.
like, relax. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this.
You're freaking us
Everything's-
out.
Right.
Stop, dude.
The way you're acting is affecting all
Stop
of us.
pacifying everybody and get in the car.
If you could do me a favor and just pull yourself together, and
That
then
would be
we'll-
great.
Right.
This is wasting our time.
Right.
Pacify yourself and get in the car.
Shut up and get in the car. We're gonna go. The world is on fire. We have to go now.
Yeah.
Swim confidently, yes. You can swim, right?
Yeah.
It's
I was
okay
in the
to make-
Navy. How would I not swim?
In the
I mean, it's kind of a
Navy.
qualification to open a door, you know?
And they push
Right.
you out.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, you want to sign up for the Navy?
Yeah. Whoa.
I can't swim.
Yeah.
Oh, you
You're
picked
out.
the wrong one, dude.
No, it was a con in boot camp. You tell them you couldn't swim because then you got time off to learn how to swim.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. You went to swim class and then
Can you start a fire without matches?
most likely. I've not tried.
Usually in the toaster oven.
Yeah, I use a lighter. Who uses matches? What's wrong with you people?
I mean, toss some silverware in the microwave. It's on. Quick.
Yeah, that works too.
Can I start a fire?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were talking about accidental.
If you're talking like start a fire naturally,
Like in the like you're in the camp.
do
You're
I have
camping.
any tools at all?
You got 2 sticks and a rock.
No.
You can't make
Bitch,
a fire.
we're freezing.
You're not gonna.
I'm not the.
You're gonna go sit in the car and turn on the heater.
No, I'm not that guy. We're freezing. We dying. I'm sorry. We dying.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
I'm not going to
if
die
you
of
give
frost,
me
so I'm
one
going to get
thing,
something to happen.
Yeah.
One thing, which I always have.
Like a blowtorch. Then of course
my
I could do that
eyeglasses.
too. What you
My
can?
eyeglasses.
Because you're gonna like redirect the sun and
Absolutely.
Do the
I
whole
will
thing?
magnify the sun into kindling. I have to go get. I have to gather
What if it's
kindling.
nighttime?
Well, we freeze it. It's too late. It's too late. You should have thought about the. You should have asked me to use my glasses while it was still daylight, girl.
You should have asked me before I started drinking.
Right.
He's the one
Right.
with the glasses that'll stand there watching you try to make the fire all
Right.
day, and then
No, I'm
realize
not.
once it's dark, they'll be like, "Why didn't we use your glasses?"
I'm FYI. I'm 100% a survivalist. If you get in that situation, call me.
Yeah.
Understand that if there's something the Army taught me is that I can sleep and survive anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And that's why people always laugh. Oh, he fell asleep. Yeah, bitch, I don't need anything special. A rock, a rock and a poncho.
floor.
A rock and a poncho is all I really need. Somewhere to just tilt my head up just a little bit so I don't snore. And we're good.
You're good. Oh man.
Oh, man. I'll never
That's what
forget
it was.
the drill where we weren't allowed to sleep for 24 hours.
Mm.
And
There was just one drill.
no, there was an actual drill where you had to stay in a foxhole-like type of situation. And you were there for 24 straight hours. And it was almost like
Where'd you pee?
in the
hole?
in the hole.
And you laid in there?
You had to stay in the hole. And you couldn't
Oh.
fall asleep. If you fell asleep, they came through and red marked your neck.
Really?
Right. They would red mark your neck.
What'd you do? Like make a little hole and be in the hole or what?
Huh?
What you doing? Like you make all like a little.
No, you pee in something. You have something. There's a lot of stuff in there in that hole with you. It ain't,
Oh, okay.
It's enough for
Working.
2 of us. There's 2 of us there. So what you try to do is like, hey, Sean, I'm going to catch 15 minutes. You stay awake, all right? But Sean's a bum and passes out 3 minutes after you do.
And now you're both
And
in
then
trouble.
you both wake up with red neck. If you do it, the way they're trying to train you is the buddy process.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go to sleep for 2 hours. You stay awake, or an hour, or whatever you're going to do. But
Yeah.
someone's always awake. And if someone approaches, you have to wake the other person up. Say, enemy approach.
I would be really bad in this
I was-
situation because I snore really loud. So the enemy will find me like immediately. Like super.
You know what's funny?
Super loud.
I don't know if it was because everyone was so, exercise and fit. I don't remember anybody snoring in the Army. I don't. I mean, in the barracks, yes,
Yeah.
we had snores, but in the field, I don't ever remember it.
Maybe people didn't
And we did
have
a lot of
sleep
field
apnea
missions.
yet.
I did a lot of field missions, and I don't remember a snore. I don't. Now in the barracks, yeah,
Was that around like right after like you did basic training?
right.
Okay, so everybody's fit.
fit as hell, right?
Yeah.
What else do I? That's it. Read the room. I think we're both good at that. Negotiate effectively. Can he negotiate?
Can I
Can
negotiate?
he negotiate?
Yeah, he's way better at it.
Tell a great story.
Sometimes.
When I feel
I
Mine
don't know
are
if we're
way
getting Bob
better.
today. I told Bob 9 o'clock. I don't know if we're getting Bob today. He wondered if he'd text me.
Mine are way better. Because mine take longer and there's a lot of little side conversations to get there. Sean's very direct with his
yeah,
story.
and they usually don't end where they started at all, and usually it's a different story.
But they take you on a
to the
beautiful
end.
journey.
Yeah, through, like, 5 different stories because we forget which story we started talking
It's okay.
I tell great stories. I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
If you allow me just to tell you a story, I can keep you captive.
As long as you don't forget what you're talking about. You're
What are
good.
we talking about again?
Exactly.
I don't even like hanging out with you no more. It's like hanging out with your sister who has something to say about every. I feel so sorry for your brother now. I totally get it. That's why he moved out of here. Right? He's like, I
Right.
can't tolerate none of y'all.
Mhm.
Right? He comes and visits and probably stays for 50. He always has an excuse why he can't stay long. I got to catch a cruise, man.
I gotta
We on
go.
our way to North Carolina. We just swinging through.
Always leaving.
I gotta go feed a horse.
Right. I got to go.
Always leaving.
He tries too. Like he's like, all right, Luis, that's what he says. I'm going. I'm going to do my Tony Montana. That's, to me, that's who he sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go see Betty and Dad. Okay, and I'm going to stay like 4 days. It's going to be a good time. We're all going to dance. We'll have a couple of cocktails, eat together. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm excited about this moment. Let's go. We're getting in the car. So let's go. We're driving there. It's great. I'm excited. Dad calls. Why are you coming? I'm coming because I love you. Okay, so that's done.
I'm not leaving my house. You ain't
Right.
going to bully me.
And then I get there and realize who my sister and my dad are, and I immediately have to get out of town. I leave right away. Right.
That's pretty
Honey,
much
say
how
that
it is.
horses need to be fed.
Yeah.
We don't have any horses. Tell them the horses need to be fed.
We got to go.
That's okay. And then right before he leaves, he's like, okay, I'll be back.
Don't you have a guy for that? No,
Right.
he quit.
Right, he quit.
I got to go.
Right, he quit. He quit just legitimately 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I got to go.
But I get it now, only because now I've sit through next to you every day. I understand. I'm thinking about start doing the show from Miami and just piping it in.
But isn't this making you feel better?
It does. You know what I
And it
love
makes
is
you grow.
it's the real. Does it make me grow?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm past growing. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. I'm kind of like a bad meal.
Well, then I can identify it.
I'm still good if you're starving,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But if you just
When
ate,
you're hungry, everything's
but
all
if
right.
you just ate, you're like, oh. But you get what you get. You know what? Here's the deal. I'm not the guy to break anything to you. I'm the type of person who's like, hey, your goldfish died.
Oh, God. Hey, pick up your dog off the lawn. It's dead. Like, come on.
That's different because I'm attached to that.
Okay.
All right, I was almost attached to this wild bird. I didn't even tell this crazy ass story on the radio.
Oh,
but
you should.
I shouldn't. All right, I'll tell it. So let's find out if I'm a good story. So I have a murderous cat. I have the. I don't know who is a good axe murderer.
A good axe murderer?
Like I don't know good serial killers. Like when I think serial killer, I think like Jeffrey Dahmer. But
Yeah, he ate
I have
people,
the, here,
so that'll work.
I have the salt. Right, he ate people.
Yeah.
I have the Jeffrey Dahmer
Of
of
cats.
cats.
Yeah.
Who, as soon as the sun sets, bolts out the dog door, which now we shut at night, and comes back in the middle of the night with some kind of prey. In the past, we have had 4,255 lizards, and they still come. And they're not allowed to survive. By the way, when they're in the house, I just look at them and go, you might want to leave.
Right. You're writing your freaking
At least 26 frogs.
warrant.
26 frogs. He has brought in one or two mice. One
Yeah.
or two, maybe three mice. 2 rabbits.
Alive?
Oh yeah, everything is live.
Oh, God.
But he don't lose it. He doesn't lose it. She doesn't lose it. Bun Bun is her name. And she is on record of like 7, maybe 8 birds. She's the master bird catcher. Well, in 2 most recent times, she has brought back a freshly born bird. Right? So the first one I just took out back, and I'm like, I'm going to put it right here next to the fence. Mom will see it and come save it, right?
Yeah.
Because we found it right away, and I put it right on the other side of the fence. Within 30 minutes, it was gone. Now, I know that the mother found that. I know that it didn't, like, some people are like, snake food.
At least that's what you tell yourself.
Right? There's no snake food. I haven't seen a snake in my yard. Now,
I've got some.
right? I haven't seen one in forever. And I live next to the wildlife refuge. They don't roll past the house. They might be scared of the dogs. So, because my dogs are vocal in the backyard. Vocal.
Mine are too, but I got like 2 snakes that hang out here.
I haven't seen one. So maybe not. But so this other one comes in and we can't find the nest where it goes. And she's thinking about taking it to Crow. And I'm like, it might not survive a day.
Do you even know what kind of bird it was?
No.
Or was that new?
Is that Lou? I don't know what that bird. So it's like you're trying to give it a little water, trying to keep it safe, build a little nest for it, trying to find a place for it to go. A bird show up in the yard, you take it out like, this is your bird.
Is it screaming?
Come get it. Like, and then you're at night because you turn your air down, you got to go find a place for it, kind of like outside where it won't get eaten. And like, so for 2 days, we tried our best to keep this bird alive.
Yeah.
I became attached.
Aww.
When it passed away.
Did you name it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't do it.
Matter of fact, I never decided if it was a boy or a girl. So I always said him or her, him or her. I never, I would tell the story. She needs feed. He needs to eat because I didn't want to build that attachment.
Yeah.
Listen, Betty, when you die, I will cry for a day. I will.
One whole day?
And I may or may not go to your funeral. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
All right? That's me
Okay.
being honest. If
I
you would
want a DJ
ever
at my-
die before me.
I want to DJ at
Right.
my
That's
funeral.
not, I'm not doing it. I don't want to be there.
What?
I'm
It's
an
gonna be fun.
No, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be nobody else's funeral the rest of my life.
I'm already working on automating the text messages for when I pass, so everybody gets a text with a different address from me.
Sending automated
from
sign
me.
of life. Sending automated text messages
Beep,
now.
beep, beep. His little Apple Watch, no pulse. Here we go. Send out the messages.
Right, and then he sends the message out, and everyone starts like calling you with like all condolences. You're like, "What are you sitting right next to me?"
Well, then I got the random
the
ones.
Damn watch died.
And then I got the random ones. I remember what you did.
I know what you did last time.
Now I know. Now I know what you did.
It's
I'm coming.
It's disappointing that we missed out on Coach Bob. I don't know if we're gonna get him. So.
Yeah.
By the way, a doctor says you should not pee in the shower.
Why?
They've issued an urgent health warning about peeing in the shower, as it could render you incontinent. In some cases, even cause kidney damage.
What?
Standing up in the shower and peeing?
American urogynecologist Dr. Teresa Irwin. Oh, he's in the building. All right, I'll come back to your peeing in the shower.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to this.
Can you hear us over there, Bob?
Yeah, I can, but I can. But last
The
time
smile on his face.
We will.
But don't test the man when he's holding the sticks. Call of Duty battles, he's pulling no tricks. Coach Bob, he's the man, yeah, he does it all. From
That's why you
courtside
can't.
calls to control of brawls. On 3 men and a lady dropping wisdom hot. Preaching love and faith, he's giving all he's got. In the game of life, he plays by the word. Flipping the script on the things he's heard. Teaching the hustle with kindness and grit. But that COD lost, man, he's throwing a fit. Coach Bob, he's the man, yeah, he does it all. From courtside calls to control of brawls. On 3 men and a lady dropping wisdom high. Preaching love and faith, he's giving all he's got. In the game of life, he plays by the word. Flipping the script on the things he's heard. Teaching the hustle with kindness and grit. But that COD lost, man, he's throwing a fit. Late nights on the couch, head sit on tilt. Building his kingdom on the foundation he built. Win or lose, reset and replay again. For Bob, the battles where lessons begin. On the mic,
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Bob is in the building. Bob, you there, baby? You there? We got you. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get you going here. Let me get you all turned up.
check, mic check, 1, 2.
Right, yeah. You're a little low, but that's on you, not me.
Checkity check, mic check.
All right, you're very clippy, but no big deal. We're not worried about it. Yeah.
Clippy.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
What is that? That's something with Zoom.
Yeah, that's a signal.
I think.
I don't know if we can do that.
Snap, crackle, pop.
That's too much. We gotta fix that.
Put up my
What?
ears.
What's the problem? What the problem is?
We want to reconnect. I think we got a bad
Okay.
signal. We got a bad
All right.
signal. We got a bad.
That's right.
We can hear you, but there's a chirp all the way through it, a digital chirp that will be too much to listen to during the segment. Hold on, reset. We'll reset this, and then we'll be right with him.
There we go. The chirp's gone, so it definitely is connection there.
Did you tell him to come? All right, here he is. Hold on, let's see now.
Are we still chirping?
Nope, we're good.
Yay!
All right, there we go. Good morning, Bob. How you doing, buddy?
Put my ears up a little
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me better?
Thank you.
I
Lot
can
better.
hear you a lot better. A lot
Yes.
better. A lot better. Which is great.
There's not an echo. I don't want an echo.
No, you
No.
sound fine. You sound
What,
fine.
what,
You sound
what,
You
fine.
sound fabulous.
You sound fine. You sound fine. You sound fine.
Okay.
I'm glad you're enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right, Bob, let you go. How's your day been, man? You know, I was worried about something when you got this these new digs that you're doing. I was wondering whether or not we were going to lose the segment because you are in a place with bad cell signal, obviously.
No.
Here we go.
listen,
Oh, you're there.
Listen,
All right, we go.
what I'm trying to do is make it so I sound good.
All right. Well, you're right. You're good to go.
Yeah, you were better
Why
before you
I
tried.
don't want to echo.
Yeah.
How's that sound? Is that
That's-
better?
That's way better.
Yeah.
There you go. You're good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's go. I feel
right.
good. I'm good. We're
All
not
right.
going to lose the segment. I just got to get some stuff. You know, people call me in to fix stuff when it's really bad. So when I really first take over, everything is like mass chaos that I'm trying to corral.
That's somebody before you. Yeah, right. You took over a job and
That's
right.
mass chaos.
Right.
Absolutely everybody run. Imagine going into a prison where the warden just said, you know what? I'm going to sit up here, drink some shots of tequila, smoke a fat J, unlock all the prisoners, free mahi mahi, free mahi mahi. And that's what I walk into and go, okay, I'm the warden now, back in your cells.
Get
right.
back to work.
Doesn't it sound like somebody's in a kitchen?
Yeah.
It does. I don't know what that is. So weird. All right, here we go. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 3 years, but recently he told me he doesn't believe in marriage and never wants to get married. I've always imagined myself having a traditional wedding and starting a family. Am I wasting my time along with someone whose goals don't align with mine, or is this something people can compromise on?
You want to marry someone that your goals don't align with? That's a problem for like right off the bat. Like, why would you even put yourself in that position? That don't make no sense.
So you say bail right away? What do you say, Bob? Go ahead.
I don't know if they got to have goals that align with you, but they should at least support your goals. Like I don't think my wife, I mean, I think we do have goals that align with each other, but she's got her own personal goals she wants to achieve in life, whether it be wealth, health, mental security, mental, fitness, whatever. She's going to have her own goals. Everybody's got to have goals. So I don't think your goals necessarily all have to align, but you should definitely be with someone who supports your goals and encourages you to achieve them.
That makes sense.
If you're going to want the traditional wedding and you don't have it, I mean, I legitimately just read this on a Facebook feed. Somebody who this is local happening. I just read this morning. She's from somewhere else. He's from here. She wants to, she's having a draw between having the wedding there or here. Mm-hmm. And now that, it's such a big issue that they're trying to decide what to do. And then someone in the comments goes, we eloped and I wouldn't give anything back for anything in the world. I love my husband and truly do. But all the time, I miss the fact that I didn't have a traditional wedding. That was in her comment.
Oh, wow.
She loves her husband.
Yeah.
But she misses that fact. She never had that traditional wedding. If that's what you want and you yearn for, you're going to have to get it, girl, and I wouldn't settle. And that's how I raised my kids. Never settle.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? I know you probably missed out because you were getting that digital glitch. But you did it. You did it. Great job. My girlfriend keeps joking about my weight in front of her friends and say I'm being too sensitive when I ask her to stop. I've started to feel insecure and less confident because of it. Is this just teasing, or should I be more concerned about the respect in our relationship?
She's making fun of him in front of her friends.
Right.
She's a bitch. Sorry. That's what it is.
Well, I'm going to just... I second the motion.
Okay, because I'm like,
I'm going to second the motion.
That's jacked up. Like, you don't do that. Like, if you want to have a conversation with him about you're concerned about his health or whatever, that's one thing. But you gonna make fun of him in front of your friends? Go somewhere else.
Yeah, she's definitely poking fun at you because she is unhappy with your new
physique
fitness regimen and the outcome of it.
You still go to bed with me every night, man. You got to be a little bit of a a-hole.
Yeah, a little bit, a big one. Yeah.
Look, if she starts firing at you, you just fire back. That's what I'm doing. I'm firing back. Aw, thank God you're a chubby chaser.
Right. Or what's wrong with your face?
Brutal.
Right.
Like I could change my weight, but I can't do anything about that.
Right.
Did you do something with your hair? Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe don't do that tomorrow.
Something about your face I just don't like.
Yeah.
Oh. How precious. You're so worried about how you look that you want to throw darts at me. Don't worry. I won't tell anybody about that.
Nobody should ever throw sharks at you.
All right. Sharks, right? That's what she was throwing.
Those can get messy.
He's got bigger issues that he's just tapping into now.
That can get messy.
I just found out my partner has been messaging my an ex on social media, but insists it's completely innocent and they're just catching up. We've talked about boundaries before, and this feels like a betrayal. How do I know if I'm overreacting or if this is a red flag? I love all of these today. These are great. These are so quick and easy.
So they're talking on Facebook or wherever.
Let me read it again. All right, let me read it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let me read it in a way you might feel it works out for you. I just found out that Sean has been messaging an ex on social media, but insists it's a completely innocent and they're just catching up. We've talked about boundaries before, and this feels like a betrayal. How do I know if I'm overreacting or if this is a red flag?
Chop off his fingers and he won't be able to text anymore.
Boom. Now you've answered it correctly, Benny. I knew I had to word that a little different to get you to answer correctly. Now we got the truth out of Benny.
You only have to do the thumbs. You don't have to do the fingers.
Right. Bob, what do you say?
Yeah, he's absolutely, it's a red flag. Listen, he's absolutely trying to see if that door is still open, if there's a crack, and that's how it started. The only thing he's sorry about is that you caught him.
Right.
That's it. And you just
Do you remember that?
Started.
Do you remember that one time where we went on vacation? You know what? Those conversations, I'll knock you out.
Man. All right. First thing you got to find out is why they broke up. And you got to know the truth. All right? So that you got a little leverage when you tell her, when you tell him or her or who I don't know, what other partner, I don't know who it is, whoever's talking to the ex. So you got to get a little leverage. So like, hey, whatever happened? Don't say you know yet. Hey, whatever happened with you and your ex? Did you break up or did she break up? Like, what happened? Did you guys just like kind of split up? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Right. And then,
do you ever wonder what your exes are doing now?
No. Then, now you look like you just found out. That's exactly what you shouldn't do. I'm immediately, because any man would go, oh shit, she knows.
She knows.
I got to backpedal.
I want you to know.
got to backpedal. I want you to know. No, you find out. And that way, when you tell that person to kick rocks and say, hey, guess what? You remember that person that cheated on you 6 times?
Yeah.
You're going to get a second shot.
There you go.
7th shot. Go for it.
Go to the recycle.
Everybody's right. This is a red flag. There's no way around this. And it's just bad. Bad all the way around.
So hang on. I think Bob just did a sunglass and a hat change. Is he modeling apparel now?
I like
Right.
it.
Well,
Do you want me to do? I can do changes. I'm like scared, dude. I'll step out and step back in.
I think sometimes he forgets that he's legitimately on the camera the entire time. Like I always wonder, like you're.
I took my glasses off and put my eyeglasses so I could see your guys' beautiful faces. Tiny ass little phone.
I thought he swapped the hat out too.
He's
but
got
maybe
an
not.
iPhone 7,
maybe
man.
not.
Leave him alone.
Maybe not. Oh God, put it back on. Put it back on. Holy cow, put it back on.
Run, devil, run.
My fiance makes significantly more money than I do, and lately he started making comments that make me feel like I don't contribute enough. I pay what I can and can handle most of the household chores, but I'm starting to feel like a burden. How do couples fairly navigate financial imbalances?
Why is he bringing that up? Like, why is he bringing that up? That doesn't make any sense. So he's been with her. He knows that she makes less than he does, which is probably most people.
Wait, he's bringing it up or she's bringing it up?
He's bringing it up.
Oh, I know why.
He needs, I'd like.
You want to know why? I know why. I don't have to I don't have to call them or get them on the phone. I know why.
Why?
Because his payments are not being reciprocated. All right. His ability to pay a little extra here and there and pay the electric because it's one of the bills he should cover. They're not being reciprocated.
Why he wants booty time?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You shut a man up. You give him some ass. Even if he is pissed about how much money he's given.
Then that means you got to pay me now
dude,
because that's way more. Than that electric bill.
I'm just saying, like, it'll change everything. I'm not saying give your ass up for the electric bill. At least get your car payment. But nevertheless, I'm trying to say that's why you shut a man down. Like if you want to shut him down, just give him some ass. He won't talk about it no more. And then if he does talk about it, hey, I got a bill.
Yeah.
What? For the ass I gave you.
Right.
Right. $12,000. Now who's got more money?
Right.
And I'm garnishing your wages. Here
You
they
owe
come.
me.
Right. I don't know, man.
Hand
That's-
over your wallet.
Right. Don't think too much into it. Just shut it down. Why do people that are messaging today feel the inability to fire back? If you're in a relationship with somebody and somebody fires shots, shots fired. Lock and load.
Yeah, why are they so quiet?
I don't believe in the high road. I believe in staying on the low ground and start. I'm just
Low
playing.
crawl your way out.
Right. You want to go low? I go lower. Bang, bang. I'll shoot your feet. What do you say, Bob? Go
We
ahead.
need to get Sarah on the line.
No, I'm scared of her.
I think the tone will change
She already
completely when
messaged.
she's on the phone.
Hey, I got a couple things. First of all, electric bills are expensive nowadays, so that is worth some booty, man. It's expensive nowadays. Secondly, I'm terrible at finances, man. Like, I know it. I recognize it. I'm like, man, I do not need to be in control of our financial situation at all. So for me, this is never an issue because I just give it all to my wife. I'm like, here you go. Here it is. Just do whatever needs to be done with it. How much do I get? That's a pretty good amount. I'm happy with that. I can live with that. She actually goes, how much do you need? And I tell her, and she goes, okay, you can have that this week. Here you go. And I'm like, okay, great. Works out perfectly.
Right.
All my bills stay paid. My shit stays on. My water stays on. If it was up to me, I'd be living in the
Bob has
dark.
been 16 since the day he turned 16.
I like it.
Right?
And then he don't give her any stress because then she
Guys.
just knows how to adult.
I really want to go with you guys to the Bucks game, but let me ask Mom.
Pretty much.
It's all like that for us. It's the same way.
Stay nice and calm.
I always just say, this is what I say. Something comes. I say, what accounts you buy this with?
Right. What?
Where'd you spend this money?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm the worst. I am the bean counter.
Who dat?
But I'm the first person to be like, I got this crazy idea. We're going to buy a 17-foot statue and rent it out to people.
Yeah.
And then I got a 17-foot statue behind my house that nobody wants to rent.
Aww.
That's my deal. By the way, I sold the statue. I don't have it anymore, so you can't find it.
No.
I just found out my girlfriend has a private folder on her phone labeled "Do Not Open." And when I asked about it, she got defensive. She says everyone is entitled to some privacy, but now I can't stop wondering what she's hiding. Where's the line between privacy and secrecy in a relationship?
Do not open. Why would you even label it that? I would label it like tampons or something weird.
Official
Like-
official documents.
Yeah, why would you do that? Like tax documents.
Right.
Like something stupid. Nobody cares about
Grandma's
Why would
funeral.
you even keep something like that?
Yeah.
What would be the purpose of keeping something?
Maybe
So
she's
if
got
it's-
pictures
if
of all
it's
her
Do not
exes.
open.
You don't know what it is.
Why would you keep it?
Yeah.
All right.
Where
I'll
did
tell
he
you.
find it?
In a hidden folder. You were off during that break. And I found my girlfriend has a private folder on her phone labeled "Do Not Open." In the photos.
Maybe it's pictures of girls. Maybe she's like.
Or maybe
Why
it's in the
should- why
file
would she
section.
Why would she tell herself to do not open?
Right.
I got it.
What?
So I have a bunch of pictures of a friend that passed away in my phone.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to look at them for the rest of my life, but I want to keep them.
Oh, that's a good reason.
I don't want to
Yeah.
live. I don't want to see that person and relive that moment every day, but I want to keep them. So I'm going to put them in this folder and I'll label it "Do Not Open" so that I don't open that folder. But if I ever need one of those photos or need to relive a memory with that person, I
They're
know
there.
I have it.
We had to dig pretty deep to find that excuse, though. It
No, I
seems-
didn't
it
have it
seems
all.
unlikely.
Like
No,
I said
I
the same
agree
thing that Bob said. Like you put "Do Not Open." You didn't put something like official documents
Yeah.
or X-rated booty photos of my ex or anything like that. Like you put "Do Not Open." You drew attention to that. If you're being shady with something, you put it in a folder. You don't put "Do Not Open."
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
who?
you're-
That's written to her, just like Bob said. That's written to her, not to him.
Mm.
She don't expect him to ever even see that folder,
Mm-hmm.
but he digging in her phone.
Ah.
And once
He went
again,
looking to find something.
Right,
He
but if he-
found something.
If he
And
found the
but-
folder when he was snooping around, why would he be like, I'm snooping around? So
all right. Let me ask you a question: Is
don't
it
open
okay to
that one.
ask? what the folder is? Is it okay for him to go, hey,
Yeah,
what's the
but
folder in your phone? Do not open.
the whole
What were you
story
doing
is
in my phone?
suspicious.
Yeah, if it's not
No.
anything.
It's not okay to ask because he crossed the privacy line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
the whole point is if
Yeah.
you're already snooping through the phone and then you find the folder that says "Do not open" while you're looking for suspicious things, you go, "Oh, I better stop here."
And not open it.
Come on,
Would you have opened it?
It's shady.
Oh, he opened it.
He opened it. He just wants to know how to confront her.
You would
about
open it? If it said do not open,
I
are
mean,
you
if
gonna
you're
open
already
it?
that far in, why would you stop?
He absolutely opened it
Yeah.
and seen
Yeah.
what was in there. So tell us what was in there, bro.
Yeah, spit it out already.
You're right, Sean. I can't even argue that point. Yeah, you opened it, bro. Tell us what's in it.
Yeah. You
That's
opened
right.
it. Tell us what's
And if
inside
you
the
didn't
picture,
open
tell
it-
us
Or he
All
did,
right.
or maybe he did
Or-
open it and went, "Oh shit."
Or maybe he didn't open it and he got to that point and realized how much of a privacy breaker he was doing and he stopped.
Or he got in
What
there and
if-
realized how far he'd
What
gone.
if? Hold on. Wait.
I love
here's
what ifs.
another
I
thing.
love doing these stories and then doing what ifs. It's probably my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do.
What if her last boyfriend did this shit and she got in trouble? So she hid like a virus in this do not open so that if this guy or any
It
other
jacks up
guy
her own
ever
phone?
went into her phone, opened it, it fucking crashed the phone or like threw in a virus.
It's
or
like
something.
dump him, dump him, dump him.
Yeah,
You're like
yeah,
comes
yeah,
up.
yeah.
What it should
Yeah, what
it-
was that? What was that?
Hey, what it should say is something that is like he's going to mention,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a something fake.
Yeah.
Like a picture with you
Set the
and
trap.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
You have somebody create this picture and you put it in a do not open folder,
Yeah.
leave it in the do not open folder, and then one day when he comes and be like, hey, I didn't know you met Britney Spears, be like, oh, shit, get out of the house.
That's called
Get out of the house right now.
That's
you
called-
little snoop ass snooper. Get out.
that's called a
super.
honey pot. I can picture that.
Oh, no, you didn't.
All right. That imagine how pissed you'd be if you did this and then
Lay the
found out
trap.
he opened it. Right. It's a trap.
Yeah.
Listen, I always think it's a trap. That's
Yeah.
why you ain't catching me. Look, if
That's why you didn't open it.
Like
Eh,
it's been 100 years since any a random woman has come up and been like, I'm hot or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But if it ever happened, I'd be like, tell Sarah I didn't fall for it. Kick rocks, woman.
Have it be a fake medical
Right.
record that says you have some sort of virus, and then like he's like,
Oh, you're sick.
oh,
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
pops up on the screen.
yeah.
Busted.
Or it's an account number for a overseas account.
Right, like you're like super
Like-
secret rich.
Right.
what's that movie where the guy's hacking him and,
And
he
then-
takes over
and
his
then-
computer and it's the dinosaur
You should have some
going after
running
everybody?
Not him.
some
We're
running
going, not him.
some running big deductions during your relationship
Yeah.
out of this.
Yeah,
Like $12,000 withdrawal 2 months ago.
yeah. Buy like
What'd
a
you do with that 12 grand? Don't worry about it.
buy like a fake emerald and put it on top of it.
Right.
Oh, I didn't mean to leave that out.
I love this would be
A
fun.
lot of theories.
My partner refuses to go to therapy even though we keep having the same fights over and over again. I've tried going on my own and suggested couples therapy, but he says he doesn't believe in it. Can a relationship survive long term if only one person is willing to work on it?
No,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know about therapy, but you both got to be working on
I'm 50-50 on therapy. It's really hard for me with couples therapy. I'm 50-50 on it.
Why? Because you're always wrong.
No, because I've had a great therapist that was amazing and understanding and was a wholehearted person and was great. And then I had one who was like, bro, if you want to be my wife's best friend, just be her best friend, jackass. Like, I was wrong no matter what I did.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be some leverage in an argument of a relationship. If you're drunk and you got some things, but if there's different arguments in a relationship, there has to be understandings on both sides. And it's hard to find, but we've only gone twice.
Well, that doesn't count.
And we're past that now. Now we do our own therapy. Like, hey, I'm gonna go in the room for the next hour.
I don't like doing therapy because I don't want anybody telling me I'm wrong.
I got here early today because she got. You have to be willing to do that, and that's why that's why he's not going.
Exactly.
Listen. I told everybody last week how to solve their therapist problem. First thing you do when anybody says therapy, and you as a man, you automatically don't want to go. I don't. No man does. because we know we're going to go sit in there and hear about how we're wrong and this and that. That's what we automatically think. But here's what you need to do. If you need couples therapy, I'm telling you, find a therapist who's been married, male or female, 30 plus some years, and that's who you go talk to, because they are the professionals. They are the career. You wouldn't go talk to a young kid fresh out of high school about brain surgery. You'd go talk to the top brain surgeon in the world who has the most experience with it. So why, when you go into a counselor, do you pick somebody who's young and go, hey, are you married? Nope. Do you have any kids? Nope. But you're giving me advice on marriage and kids, having never been in it yourself. How?
All right.
Get the step and kick rock.
I think we should just take.
That's why I never take a doctor's advice. I'm like, you ever had high blood pressure?
You don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like.
You ever have them tell you no more donuts?
Right. What do you mean my triglycerides are high? Are your triglycerides high?
Hey.
Then how do you know how to treat them? Right. I'm just messing.
All I'm going to say is the guy that got the 2.8 got the same degree as the guy that got the 5.0.
True.
They don't.
But the guy with the 5.0, definitely paid attention to detail. I've been a fan. Hey, Big Mama, I got an in-depth one here. It's a little. It came in on email, so this is a little in-depth. Hold on. I've been a fan of your show forever, and always told myself I was, if I was ever in a messy situation, I'd write in. So here I am. I've been married to my husband for 2 years, and we've been together for 3. It's been a kind of a whirlwind. We fell for each other fast, but I'm being totally honest. The way we started wasn't exactly clean. He cheated on his college girlfriend. They'd been together for 5 years, and I cheated on my boyfriend at the time. Messy, I know. We told ourselves we found the real thing and that love isn't always pretty. Fast forward to now, and I recently confronted him after noticing he was acting a little distant. I checked his phone and saw he's still texting his ex, the one he left me for. When I asked him about it, he said he didn't lie. He admitted it and said that they've always had an emotional bond that he can't deny. He swears it's nothing romantic and I'm the only woman he wants to be with, but still, he turns to her when things get hard. Meanwhile, I haven't talked to my ex once. I made a clean break. I'm all in. So now I can't help but wonder if she's still the person he goes to comfort. Does that mean part of him still wants her? Especially since, from what I've heard, she hasn't been able to seriously date anyone since they broke up. I know we started in a gray area, but does that mean I have to live in it forever? Would love to know what your and your listeners think, and Bob as well. Am I overreacting? Am I ignoring a major red flag? Thanks.
Whoa.
Oh.
He just knocked himself out. That was that deep.
Call work comp.
Christy. Christy. I'm lucky I'm not going to the dentist. Christy.
Did you do a reset? You forgot what we were talking about?
Did you
Bob, go.
Right? What?
I just jammed myself. I think I gave myself a concussion. Go ahead.
Did you just give out the name? Is that what you're screaming
She
at
said,
him?
quote unquote, Christy.
Okay.
I'm just saying it. Yeah, I gave her name out. She put it in.
Okay.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah,
on
go
that?
ahead. Go ahead.
Christy, this is some red flags here. When he is confiding at his darkest moments in his ex, which means there is definitely still some type of emotional connection there. And the fact of how you guys met that's going to be a long time of trust earning on both of your guys' parts. So it's important that he understands during these times, you two must lean into each other and restore that bond and that trust. And by him going, oh, these are my problems, let me go discuss it here, that bonding isn't happening. That's critical. And especially when you're trying to rebuild a trust and a foundation and something to build on in the future. And when you're starting to, you're looking to put your weight on him, expecting him to come home, and you guys start to build that little foundation, that trust that you build relationships on now, because yours was cracked and crumbled. It's hard when only one person is working on it, and the other person, whenever is not totally detached from the person he was with. There's definitely still a connection there, especially if it's the deep, dark stuff that he's talking to her about. That's the worst stuff. It would be better if he said, "Oh, we just talk about blah blah the weather nonsense. I don't know."
But he was like, I'm connected to her emotionally.
Yeah.
Right.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Break up with this dude immediately. I'm going to be the one. I told you I'm not the guy to sugarcoat it or give it to you. But you're going to send this guy to the curb, but you're going to do it in style. You're going to call your ex, and you're going to say, "Look, I'm not asking you to get back together, but I need you to do me a favor.
His ex.
I need you to FaceTime me shirtless in about an hour and a half.
Right.
All right? I just need you to be shirtless in about an hour and a half. Just do it. You're going to love it. I'm going to do it right in front of the dude who stole me from you, and I'm going to be a total B. You ready to help me?" That dude's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm totally in. I'll FaceTime you in an hour." He's going to be like, he's going to like do like 15 push-ups, put some P. Diddy baby oil all over his body, and then he's going to be right there ready to go. And he's going to be like, "Hi. Oh, are you ready?"
We were just talking
Oh my
personal
God.
stuff. Don't worry.
I gotta go. Yeah, we were just talking fitness.
Yeah.
We were just talking fitness. We work out together. We work out together on FaceTime. Oh, does that bother you? Don't worry. You're out. Like, that's how I'm doing it. But that's just me.
Sorry. When you get that emotionally connected with someone that's not me in our relationship with me, then I'm not.
Exes are done.
Here's my thing. I'm just not interested anymore.
Communicating with exes is not allowed when you're in a serious relationship.
Well,
it is prohibited unless there are children involved.
If there's children,
that is
then it
the
should be about
only
the kids. And that's
there
it.
is no exception, and there is no like, "Oh well, we're just friends."
No.
If there's kids involved, that's cool. Look. If one of my exes called me, I'd let Sarah answer. Tell her to kiss ass. Tell her to F off. Like I would.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk to her.
No, it's
And my dad taught me turn and burn. Like you don't get a second shot.
no, not
You know,
interested.
cheaters cheat, and they're both cheaters, so they're both. One of them's keeping a door open. That's not good.
Well, no.
Never.
This is a prime of example. By the way, let
Never.
me show you something here. This is a prime example when someone cheats doesn't make them once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
She cheated. He cheated. She found
doesn't
her
want
love
to,
and
yeah.
was never cheating. To her,
For
she was
now.
moving to her next venture of life, which was going to be her final love, and she had found love. To him, he found something better on the for now,
Yeah.
and the
Just
ride
keeping
got
doors
boring at the end. That's it. That's
Yeah.
how it went down. Guys, I got to wrap up the show. We are at the end of the hour, and we got to get out of here. I've been working for 37 and a half hours, and I'm ready for a break. So there it is. Bob.
Not true, because we played from the game last night for 2 hours.
Right.
We were killing.
Right.
There was no work going on.
Right. I love you, bro. What did I say
Snitch.
when I walked into the game an hour and a half after you guys were already playing? That he's so funny. We didn't play for 2 hours. I had about 35 minutes of playtime on it. They don't realize that.
Played for 2 hours.
Right.
I
You played for 2 hours, jackass.
Ah.
I get in and get lucky if I can get back from work. And then yesterday I already told the story from 6. I was from 6:30 a.m. until 9:15. It was work.
Whole day.
The whole day. Like it was real life work. And I don't do real life work, guys. Come on now.
The colonel is saying that Bob should be a therapist.
Right.
There you go,
Thank
Bob.
you, Colonel.
Counselor, marriage counselor. He needs therapy himself, so he can't be a therapist. He's my friend. I can say that. I can say that. I'm allowed. I'm one of like 2 that are allowed.
Jason knows. I ain't
Right.
gonna lie. Jason knows. There's
Right. Right.
I do need therapy, but I could definitely help people with their marriages.
Right.
Listen, not only me. It's anybody who's been through that path, and it's man. That's with anything in life, man. Okay, when you go somewhere or anywhere you're going. If I'm here now, when I'm talking to people who are here. Like in church, when I talk to my church leaders and stuff, because this is all I can compare it to, I'm here in my religion, in my walk with Jesus. And there's guys that are in their 60s and 70s who are here in their walk with Jesus. So when I have my questions and I need my answers, I don't go to guys who are down here walking in their walk.
Yes, men. You don't go to yes men.
I go up here and I go to the guys and I say, hey, I'm here and I know I'm headed to here. How do I deal with this in life? How do I deal with the job loss? How do I deal with the stresses? How do I deal with Satan constantly whispering in my ear that I'm not good enough every day and that I'll never be good enough and that I don't deserve the cross. Because these guys are walking where I am now. That's with anything in life, people. Go to the people who have walked that path, who have been there.
Go to
They're
the
gonna
people
give
that are
the
where
advice
you
to
want to
get
be,
there.
not where you were.
Surround yourself with people where you want to go. Absolutely, Sean.
Oh, I'll give you one better. I'll give you one better. And when you get to the point to where you feel like there are people reaching out to you for that advice, understand that the people that you want below you in your network, you want them to want to be you in your network. All right, that's the only people. If you're gonna, and I'll use the best way I can use it is if you're a boss, you should only hire employees that can replace you. All of them. You know what's funny is I always laugh whenever I get fired at a radio station. They always have somebody that just takes over what I do. They just do my gimmick, right? But that's because I allowed that person to be on the show because I knew they were a great person and a great leader and a great soul, and I passed on that journey. Everybody would say, "Are you mad about it?" No, I don't give a damn.
We're good.
But the ultimate flattery is when somebody at a job lets you go, and then when you talk to people that are still there, and they go, "Hey, what did they change?" And they go, "Nothing really. We just kept doing everything the same way." That's the most sincere flattery you could ever ask for.
Man, I love you, brother. We got to run. You have a great the rest of your work day. I'll see you tonight. Fenn's got his first tryout, so we're going to go to that, and then I'll be on after that. All right, buddy.
Check, cross check, body check.
All right, there we go. I'll see you, buddy.
Take care, Bob.
He would have been a great hockey coach.
I was
He's
just
a great
thinking
football
that.
coach, but as a hockey coach, oh my God, it would have been so fun because in hockey you're allowed to run kids over, and Pop Warner, as it got older in life, it was like, oh, no tackling after the third quarter or something like that. It was always something soft to soften it up, make it easier, which is probably a good idea for little kids. But they get clobbered in hockey, all of them. If you're fed up with your child, get him into hockey. There you go, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Get out, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow for Finally Flipping Friday. Getting ready for the weekend.
Thank goodness.
Tomorrow, I'm very excited. Tomorrow night, 6 to 8. I'm volunteering all of the big events products to the Exceptional School, and we're doing a prom for them. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
And I got my buddy going to join me. I think I'm going to take Izzy and get her to work. And we're going to get a couple other people. I'm trying to get some Disney impersonators. I'm working on some things. So I'm going back to the office today, and I'm going to work and grind till 9. So you guys have a great day. And remember, when that repo man comes for the car, don't forget to save the radio.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream. Let's go. On Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Need reliable delivery? First Class Delivery Service is here for you. With a trusted professional team, we provide on-time, ethical delivery with the same driver every time. Call us at 239-785-7606. Fully insured and always going the extra mile. We handle the driving so you can focus on what matters. For delivery, you can count on call 239-785-7606. Let First Class Delivery simplify your life by picking up the things you don't have time for. First Class Delivery Service, your trusted partner on the road.
Are you tired of endless waits at the auto shop? Frustrated with vague diagnosis and lengthy repair times? Look no further than Leading Edge Auto Care. At Leading Edge Auto Care, we're not just another repair shop. We're a family-owned and operated business, serving Cape Coral since 2009 with trust, expertise, and commitment to getting you back on the road faster. With our 9,000 square foot facility equipped with 7 lifts and cutting-edge diagnostic equipment, we're ready to handle any issue. Minor tune-up, major overhaul, we've got you covered. Our ASE certified technicians use the latest technology to quickly pinpoint solutions, saving you valuable time and money. We only use top quality replacement parts, ensuring your manufacturer's warranty remains intact. Leading Edge Auto Care, where cutting edge technology meets real world experience. Call us today at 239-242-2277. That's 239-242-CARS. Let us get you back on the road faster than ever. Check them out at leadingedautocare.com. Leading Edge Auto Care. Trust, experience, and efficiency.
Are you ready to turn your construction dreams into reality? Introducing Titan Contracting, your ultimate construction partner in sunny Florida. From their humble beginnings as a family-owned business in North Fort Myers, Titan Contracting has soared to become your master team of skilled contractors. Builders. They specialize in roofing, plumbing, electrical work, and remodeling. A one-stop solution for all your construction needs. At Titan Contracting, they're not just builders, they're creators of comfort, architects of aspirations, and engineers of excellence. Imagine a roofing project that stands strong against Florida's unpredictable weather. Picture flawless plumbing that flows seamlessly. Envision electrical work that illuminates your space with brilliance. And don't forget about their expert remodeling services that transform your vision into reality. Ready for the next step? Call today, 239-791-8225. Or check them out online at yourtitanteam.com. Whether it's a commercial project or your dream home, Titan Contracting is your trusted partner, committed to delivering excellence from start to finish. Titan Contracting, building dreams, one project at a time. Broadcasting live inside the W.B. Williamson Brothers Studios.
Hi everybody, this is Karol G.
I'm Lil Baby.
Hey, this is Beyonce.
Your favorite radio station.